All right, that's Connor McDavid. He's got to get going here. In the last 5 games, McDavid's got 3 power play assists. He's minus 12 during that stretch. That's Legacy Heating and Cooling. Who's hot and who's not? Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments and no interest for 1 year. That's one end of the spectrum. The other end is Leon Drysdale. He's on a 9-game point streak. He's got 8 goals and 13 points during that stretch. We got 11 other games tonight in the National Hockey League. We will tell you that the Edmonton Oil Kings lost last night in Brandon. They're 1-1 on their Eastern road trip. They are in Prince Albert on Friday. Bakersfield won last night 3-2. That was in San Jose, and they're in San Diego on Saturday. That's the out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Stay tuned following the game for the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance goal of the game. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. And local ties for Sobeys and Safeway. Liquor, wine, spirits, beer, and so much more. And we will focus on Stuart Skinner out of the Southside Athletic Club. He's tonight's starter. He's looking to get his game turned around. Minus 3.6 goals saved above expectation. He'll oppose Sergei Bobrovsky, who's at minus 1.1 goals saved above expectation. Bob at 903, Skinner at 898. And we're 8 minutes away from face-off, and this is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, each time unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 737373, Pizza 73.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trail Blade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Welcome back. Rogers Game Night, Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth, and we bring a word inside the game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, from your perspective, how much of this rematch against Florida in the building where the Oilers' dreams were dashed last June 24th, how much of that has become irrelevant based upon the fact that the Oilers are having their poorest stretch of the season to get the game turned around?
I think it's completely irrelevant right now. I don't think there's much thought in that dressing room what happened last year. I think right now they're trying to figure out what's going wrong this year. Outside of, we talked about it last night, outside of maybe Drysdale, Emberson, and Nurse, I don't think anyone's been even close to their potential over the last, not just this road trip, but over the last few weeks. So right now they're just trying to figure out what's going wrong and how they can change it. I'm sure there was some weird feelings coming into the dressing room, sitting in the stalls, thinking about what happened, 8 months ago or whatever it was. But right now there's so much focus on this team finding its way because it has lost its way over the last few weeks.
Rob, yesterday you joined me on Oilers Now, and we talked about the Oilers simplifying what they're doing with the lines. Putting together the lines at the start of the year, 2 scoring lines to start the season. Jeff Skinner and Arvidsson with Leon. Putting Nuge back up with McDavid and Hyman. And then reuniting that checking line that was so effective in the playoffs. Henrique with Janmark and Brown. Your thoughts on Chris Knobloch's course of action here?
Well, to me, it was just simple. This team has been struggling for a while, and while they've been struggling, they're also finding no chemistry with line mates, and it hangs over your head. If you go into a hockey game knowing you make a mistake, by the second period you're going to be on a different line, it changes the way you play. You lack confidence. You're afraid to make plays. So I think if I was Chris Knobloch, not only, and we talked about this is the lines they have today are the lines that I would have, and I'd have these lines for the next 4 games till the deadline. Don't change it halfway through the game. Let them find their way. If someone's had an off first period, let them find their way in the second period or the third period. I just think they need to find a little chemistry and have just a little bit of being comfortable for a while. knowing that if I have a bad shift, I'm going to get an opportunity with the same line to go out there the next shift and maybe find my way. There'll be times for Connor and Leon to play together after penalty kills, and they're going to have the power plays together. But for let's see, is Skinner capable of playing here? Is Arvidsson capable of playing here as a second-line player? Because over the next 4 games, you will find out a better idea if they're getting 14 minutes a night playing with Leon, and then come trade deadline, you can decide what you have to do.
Rob, let's go to the Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Built Ford proud.
Well, it's the same thing that they needed for last game, and that was simplify and get rid of the big turnovers. And then the first shift of last game, they turned the puck over, and then the first goal, they turned the puck over again. Florida's a good hockey club, and we know that because they're the Stanley Cup champions. Simplify, but also, not only that, Bob, I think the one thing we haven't seen from this Oiler team is emotion on this road trip. There's been no fire in their game. Well, the Florida Panthers are a team that can bring fire out of you. Now, I know they're missing the biggest enemy of all in Tkachuk in the lineup, but the others need to play with fire. They need to play with energy. They need to play with aggression. They haven't done that. They play better when they're an aggressive hockey club, with physicality, with getting into it after, with being vocal with the other team. They've had very little emotion in their games, and it's shown the last 3 games.
That's our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. More with Rob and Bryn Griffiths during the end of the roll, first and second intermission. Up next, Cam Moon will have the call of tonight's game on 4 Dealers NHL Hockey. It is the Edmonton Oilers live against the Florida Panthers from Amerant Bank Arena.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of brand new Ford favorites, save up to $5,000 on escapes.
Up to $9,000 on Bronco Sports.
And up to $19,000 on F-150s.
Plus, take advantage of 0% financing options available on select models.
Spin the wheel and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, a snowblower, and more.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the Century Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino. Come for the action. Stay for the fun.
Experience a game day meal that's second to none. Fanfare with Skip is your all-star lineup of local restaurants this hockey season. Watch Jack Michaels give you the play-by-play on each restaurant's connection to the community and our team. Visit EdmontonOilers.com/skip to watch this month's episode with Swiss Donaire. Then open your Skip app and tap in an order with exclusive fan access to a deal each game day during the month.
Did somebody say Skip?
Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does as that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This is Oil Country. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
For the first time since Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final last year, the Edmonton Oilers in Florida to face the Panthers. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Jack Michaels. We are the Oilers Radio Network. And the starting lineup brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Connor McDavid with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman. On defense, Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard. Stuart Skinner starts in goal. For the Panthers, Alexander Barkov with Carter Verhaeghe and Sam Reinhart up front. Gustav Forsling and Aaron Ekblad on the back end. Sergei Bobrovsky starts in goal. Eric Furlat and Chris Rooney, they're the referees. Mark Shuchik and Andrew Smith are on the lines, and we've dropped the puck. We're underway as Forsling will dump it into the Oilers zone. Smacked around by Ekholm. He'll get it out to center ice. Knocked down was Hyman right in front of the Panther bench by Forsling. It's a bouncing puck, and it goes to McDavid. He'll bring it in down the left wing. Plays it in behind the net to Hyman. Hyman gets loose. His pass goes off of Forsling. Now to Nugent-Hopkins on the right wing. He'll get up top of the circle. Cycle the puck into the corner for Hyman. Behind the net to McDavid. Comes over to the left side. Can't get a pass in front of the net. Barkov was in front of him. Ekblad will get it up the right wing. And the puck gets to the blue line. It doesn't get out, or yes, I guess it did. So it's an offside call as McDavid touches it. 45 seconds into a scoreless first.
They're going to say that was an intentional offside against Edmonton.
Oh.
So Barkov gets the call. Bennett out against Drysdale here.
I don't know how that was intentional. Connor didn't know that it went out.
I know.
But what are you going to do?
Got to win a draw here.
Got to win a draw. Face off to the right of Skinner. Puck goes to Mikkola on the left wing point. His shot, and that goes off of Drysdale. And Bennett's got it behind the net to the middle. The shot by Rodriguez. The save by Skinner. He had to make a big save here in the first minute. And that one off of Evan Rodriguez.
So the Oilers get about 30 seconds worth of ozone time. Can't get a shot to the net. Of course, they're out there against Gustav Forsling. He's over plus 160 in his 5 years.
That's it?
Yeah, he's been pretty good.
It's pretty good. Face off to the right of Skinner. Puck to the top of the circles. And Mikkola on the left wing side lost it. Now comes Drysdale down the right wing. In over the line. The pass across off of Skinner. Went to Arvidsson. He tried to bat it out of the air. Goes into the corner now behind the net. Drysdale centering pass, and it goes through the middle between the defenseman and down the ice.
Oh, good work from Leon, and unfortunately Arvidsson and Skinner couldn't combine there to help finish that one off.
Klingberg up the right wing, had to go off of Lundell, and the puck at the Edmonton blue line. Janmark to Kulak, now to Janmark. Luostarinen was on him, had to go in behind the net. Now it's Janmark through the middle. His pass knocked down by Luostarinen. Is able to keep it in the Edmonton zone. It's about top of the circle. Lundell up against the boards. He's pinned by Henrique. Puck goes to the blue line. Schmidt to the middle. A shot, and that sails wide of the Edmonton goal. Brown off the right wing boards. Could not get it by Belinsky. And the puck along the boards inside the Edmonton zone. Goes past Boquist in behind the net. Schmidt in from the right point. He got it to the corner. Gets into the skates of Henrique. Up to the blue line. Doesn't get out. Kept in. Lundell working towards the net. Lost it in the slot. And the puck cleared out by Janmark.
Almost a reach infraction against the Edmonton Oilers. Matthias Janmark there.
Left wing quarter in his own end is Schmidt. We're scoreless here in the first. We have played 2:25 of the opening period. It's dumped into the Edmonton zone. Stuart Skinner's got to play it. Rims it on the left. Into the corner to Stetcher. And behind the net for Emberson. Up to Todd Colson. He'll fire that across to Stetcher. through the middle, off the stick of Kapanen, goes into the Panthers' end, and it's Mikkola up the left wing. Now to Nosek, and Nosek will dump it in. Skinner put it up on the glass. Stetcher along the wall. Oh, here we go. Greer's got the gloves off with Perry inside the Oilers zone. They're swinging around. Perry popping him with a couple of lefts as he holds onto the jersey.
Greer can really fight.
Oh, Greer threw a right, didn't connect though. Now he throws one that goes just over the helmet of Perry. Now Greer with a couple of rights. Perry trying to get in tight. Perry will load up a right from underneath, and they're up against the boards. And the linesmen want to get in, and they do. And Corey Perry trying to fire up the squad here in the first period. We're scoreless, 2 minutes and 52 seconds gone.
You just said it. Corey Perry, 39 years of age. And the Oilers have played with a lack of emotion here, and there was a big hit, and Perry challenged him right away. And Greer's had over 100 minutes a couple of years ago in Boston. That was a spirited tilt.
Was a spirited tilt.
It's on his 4th NHL team in the last 4 years. It's another type of player. Like, this team is well run. Bill Zito, they got a guy named Sonny Maida that have been raving about Brian Lawton has been for years. And they make some really smart asset buys. And Greer's one of those guys brought in on a little bit of a look-see for a couple of years. They got him and Gadjevich on the wing, and they're tough.
Face off in the Edmonton zone. It's 5 each for fighting. Puck flipped out to center ice. Kulikov will go in behind his net for the Panthers to Mikkola. Up the left wing to Bennett. Couldn't get it out. Arvidsson keeps it in. Left wing point to Ekholm. A shot on goal. That's steered aside by Bobrovsky. Samoskevich got it up the right wing. Got it out to center ice. But puck played down the right wing. Arvidsson comes into the Panthers zone. Brings it up near the blue line. Will throw it across on the left. Hacked into the corner by Ekholm. It goes in behind the net. Drysdale battles in that corner looking for a loose puck. Arvidsson comes in to help out. They're up against the boards. Arvidsson gets a loose puck, but there's a penalty coming. Then Arvidsson got pasted by Kulikov.
That should have been a cross-check on.
And it's going to be Drysdale going to the box.
It's only going to be Drysdale.
Well, the Oilers are about to be shorthanded 3 minutes and 38 seconds into a scoreless first. So the Oiler penalty kill, which was 2 for 3 last game. We'll get out there, and that penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts.
I don't know.
The Edmonton Oilers.
I thought there was fencing going both ways there, Cam. It's already been a chippy start to this game. No surprise. Florida has that dimension in their lineup. Oilers penalty killing, Cam, has dropped all the way to 27th. It's got to improve here for Edmonton.
Face off to the right of Skinner.
Florida's power play is 10th in the league.
Yeah. Oilers only killed 7 of 16 here in the month of February. The puck inside the Oilers zone. We're scoreless here in the first period. Puck to the right wing point. Ekblad shot, and that goes off a stick, and Bennett recovers it. Never did get through to the net. Ekholm then gets it away from Bennett. Up the right wing and cleared out by Henrique.
Oilers need something good happening here for Brown and Janmark on this PK unit.
Verhaeghe to Barkov, and he'll get to the Edmonton blue line. Give it to Verhaeghe down the left wing, goes to the left wing corner. In behind the Edmonton net. Stetcher was on him. It comes free to Bennett. Throws it back to the blue line where Ekblad was able to keep it in. Puck goes to the left wing side. Barkov out low. Gave it to Reinhart. Back to Barkov. Barkov to the blue line. Ekblad, a shot, a rising shot. Stopped by Skinner. He held on. Minute 4 left to go in the penalty to Drysdale. Face-off will be to the right of Skinner, who had 32 saves in that 4-1 loss in Tampa on Tuesday. The Florida team that has won 6 of their last 8. Nugent Hopkins in to take the draw, and he'll be up against Anton Lundell. Goes back to the left wing point. Nate Schmidt on the left side to Lindell, into the corner to Rodriguez. Back to the blue line to Schmidt on the left side. Lindell, a shot, and a save made by Skinner. He'll hold on to that.
Well, he'll give up that shot there. Skinner's got to be able to make that save. Emerson and Ekholm. Ekholm's had a tough stretch here in February as well. Needs to bounce back a bit. I think he's starting to feel better. He was sick for a while.
Yes.
He's the last guy that needs an excuse. He'll never take one. But he was fighting quite the illness there for a while.
He's got his voice back now.
Yeah, I'm losing mine, Cam. Fans are rejoicing.
Schmidt to Lindell. To Schmidt on the left wing point. To Lindell, back to Schmidt. He'll fire it across. The shot and the save made by Skinner. Samoskevich let that go off the right wing. Penalty over here in 30 seconds. We're going to tie it up on the end boards inside the Edmonton zone. Louis Farina trying to get to it. He did jam it free. Lindell fired around, and he'll go all the way around the boards and out. The Oilers can get a change. Schmidt back into his own end. Penalty over here in 8 seconds. We're scoreless in the first. 5.5 gone in the opening period from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. Mikala on the right wing. Got it to the Edmonton blue line. Down the right side to Barkov. Couldn't get a pass through. The puck goes into the slot. Knocked away from Barkov. And it's brought out by Brown. He'll dump it in. Florida 0 for 1 on the power play. Puck along the boards of Barkov. Up to Verhaeghe. Into the Edmonton zone. But then McDavid lifted his stick. Took it away. He'll float it up the right wing against the Drysdale. He'll shoot it in. Bobrovsky will set it behind the net. Mikala, left wing corner through the middle. That misses. Barkov's going to go all the way down the ice. Should be icing against the Panthers, and it is. And the Edmonton Oilers were able to kill off that Drysdale penalty.
So the Oilers come out with McDavid, Drysdale. Well, they did. Now they're going to circle back to Nugent Hopkins with Hyman and McDavid.
He's off to the right of Bobrovsky. His last game was Saturday. It was a 2-1 loss to Seattle. He made 20 saves in that game. Spencer Knight played Tuesday, that win in Nashville.
Justin Sorda, former Edmonton Oil King, scoring.
First goal in the NHL for Justin Sorda. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Barkov on the left wing. Up against the left wing side. He gets checked, and it's McDavid to get it out. Ekblad, hurt off the glass. Hyman trying to dump it in. He can't. Barkov to Gadjevich. Gadjevich after it in the left corner.
Ekblad just sold a high sticking call here on Ekholm.
Edmonton going to be shorthanded again.
Ekholm doesn't even know it's on him.
He had no idea. That's how you know. All right. 6:50 gone here in the first. And the Oilers are going to be shorthanded.
Minor penalty, high sticking.
Ekholm's gone to the box. When we come back, Oilers to kill it off. From the Amerant Bank Arena here in Sunrise, Florida, Oilers and the Panthers. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
Hey, Edmonton. Ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's Because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in store for details.
Hey Edmonton, big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers shorthanded. Back home to the box. We're scoreless in the first. We're 6:50 into the opening period. Penalty kill. It's brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Off the draw, puck goes to Emberson. Off the right wing boards and down the ice. Bobrovsky can set it. And it's Ekblad up the right wing. Bumps it back to Reinhart. Reinhart across to Barkov. Now to Verhaeghe, to Barkov, into the Edmonton zone, around the boards, to Bennett, to Reinhart out of the right corner, across to Verhaeghe, scores! Verhaeghe in the slot, just one touched it. It's a power play goal. It's 1-0 for the Panthers.
Had a nice look to it, boy. Pretty good execution. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the other team. Of course, you can't give teams power plays, and the Oilers have Drysdale's taken one in the O-zone, and then a errant high stick from Matthias Ekholm, and right down straight to Verhaeghe. We didn't have a great start to the year, but starting to get going now. Nice pass from Bennett. It's 1-0 Florida lead.
16th of the year for Verhaeghe. 7:15 time of the power play goal for the Panthers.
Edmonton is challenging the play to determine if it was offside prior to the goal.
But wait.
Better be right.
Usually are. So a coach's challenge on the
right
entry.
now we're at the mercy of the broadcast, and there's nothing internal in-house to show us anything that's gone on here. Chris Knobloch, that was a decisive, quick challenge. So I have to think that they've got
intel to the
Oilers video coach, just so you know.
I just saw one version of it.
Noah Siegel and Eric Alanzer is the video coordinator. No, he's offside.
Yeah, he's offside. All right.
Barkov offside. That's going to come off the board.
This one's coming off the board. Well, you remember in the old days, if it was anything close, it'd always be a whistle. Now you can just let it fly and let it go to a challenge.
Here they check. Here's the call.
After Edmonton coach's challenge, the play was deemed to be offside. Therefore, there is no goal in play. Please reset the call.
All right.
Good challenge.
Good challenge. Okay, so still knotted up at zeros. Oilers are still shorthanded as well, as they will have to put the time on the PK.
Without their best penalty killer on defense, Ekholm in the box.
They haven't put the PK time back up yet. But a goal comes off the board. A successful challenge on the offside. All right, they got the time. Minute 42 left to go on the penalty to Matthias Ekholm. Face off outside the Edmonton blue line. Sam Bennett against Connor Brown. Puck goes to Aaron Ekblad to wire it in. Knocked down by Skinner. Played it along the glass. Ekblad can keep it in on the right point to Barkov behind the net. Right wing to Bennett. To the blue line to Ekblad. To Bennett, top of the circle. His pass was knocked down, but he gets it back. He'll saucer it to Ekblad on the blue line. Left wing, give it to Reinhart. Behind the net to Barkov. Right wing to Bennett. Cross ice pass off the stick of Kulak. It goes out of play. scoreless here at Amerant Bank Arena in Florida. The Oilers and the Panthers. Face off to the left of Skinner.
Henrique around 55% this year.
Back to the point. Barkov down the left wing. Back to the blue line. To Ekblad will shoot it. Blockered away by Skinner. Puck on the left wing boards. Barkov pump it around. Goes to Reinhart. Now side of the net. Bennett wraps it in front. Saved by Skinner. Puck on the right wing. The shot by Reinhart. That's blocked. Goes way up into the air. Barkov's got it left wing corner. He'll find Reinhart on the right side. Now behind the net to Bennett. Bennett to Reinhart. Right wing, pass marks to Bennett in front of the net, off the stick of the netminder. Skinner, puck to the blue line. Ekblad will keep it in to Barkov down the left wing. To the blue line, to Ekblad, a shot, that's blocked. Goes over to the right corner. Penalty over in 24 seconds. Scoreless here in the first. Barkov behind the net to Bennett. Right wing to Reinhart. He'll shoot it, that's blocked. Comes back to the point. Ekblad. Pass comes out to Verhaeghe. Can't get a shot through, and it is cleared down the ice by Nugent Hopkins. Penalty about to be over. Florida's 0 for 2 with the man advantage. Just about 9 minutes gone here. Scoreless first. Forsling on the left to Boquist. Boquist into the Oilers zone, goes in behind the net over to the right wing. To the right wing point off of Ostereen, and it comes out flying after it's Hyman. In over the line, waiting. The pass off the skate of McDavid. It just goes off the arm of Bobrovsky. Puck on the left wing. It's Drysdale, top of the circle. To the left wing point to Emberson. To the right point to Bouchard. Down the right wing to McDavid, now to Drysdale. To the blue line. Bouchard to McDavid, trying to cut to the middle. Can't get a shot away. Knocked off his stick, and it comes out.
Edmonton's got to put more pucks on the net here.
Drysdale on the right wing. The Florida blue line. Down the boards. Balinskis will come up the left side now. Got it out. Dumps it in. Klingberg. The left wing to Drysdale. Points in 9 straight. He's scored in 6 straight. He's able to dump it in.
And yet Edmonton's lost 4 straight. You'd think when a guy's on a 6-game scoring streak, teams winning games.
Puck dumped down into the Florida end. It's icing against Edmonton. You're right. But he has been one of the lone bright lights here lately.
Perry and Greer come back on the ice after the tilt.
Stick taps on both sides.
We're 10 minutes into this game. Edmonton's been shorthanded twice, and we're still scoreless. It's a positive sign for the Oilers.
Yep.
Big draw here. Fourth line, though, out for Florida. Maurice got... Noshik's a good face-off, man.
Noshik wins it. Schmidt to the corner to Greer. Oh, he gets pasted on the boards by Ekholm. And Kapanen will get it out. Up to Klingberg. He'll dump it in on the backhand. It goes in behind the Florida net.
That's a slash. I mean, if you're going to... That's your standard. You got to be calling that.
Colson's in on the forecheck. Puck to the middle. Gadjevich was able to get it out. Klingberg has it at the Edmonton blue line. Right wing to Kapanen. Off his stick and in. Went in behind the net with Schmidt. Reverses it. Samaskevich comes up the left wing, and he'll dump it in. He goes after it, left wing corner. Comes into Klingberg, puck near the top of the circle in the Edmonton zone, and up near the line, coming out with it, it's McDavid. Down the right wing, McDavid stops up. He'll get to the point. Bouchard shot, blockered away by Bobrovsky, and Bennett comes out with it for Florida. He's 2-on-2 up to the Edmonton blue line. Samaskevich on the right wing is shot, and that one knocked away by Stuart Skinner. Puck comes out. Ekblad couldn't hold it in. Nugent Hopkins steals in over the Florida line down the right wing, rolls it on net, and Bobrovsky covered it long enough anyway, and we get the whistle. We're going to take a break. We got 8:40 to go in a scoreless first. The Oilers taking on the Panthers from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
Live sky high with remarkable units for rent and for sale at Sky Signature Suites. Currently offering amazing incentives on 1- and 2-bedroom rentals featuring designer finishes, resort-like amenities, and breathtaking views. All of this and more within the heart of Ice District, Edmonton's best address for shopping, dining, entertainment, and fun. Visit SkySignatureSuites.com and make your home high above the ordinary.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here in Florida, Oilers and Panthers scoreless in the first, 8:40 to go in this period. Oilers tonight, Oilers Mega 50-50. It's presented by Rogers, and it's in support of Ronald McDonald House Charities, providing families with a home away from home while their child receives the medical treatment they need. Get your tickets at EdmontonOilers.com/5050 to support it. Face off in the Panthers zone. Emberston shot from the right point. Doesn't get through. Puck to the end boards. Kulikov won't get it out. Shot from the point by Stetcher, and that one just careens somewhat wide of the Panther net. Bennett will get it up to the line and just out. He's forced back into his own end. Give it to Kulikov. Wow. Now goes off to Rodriguez.
Leon is not going to be happy here.
Puck brought in, and it is Bennett with a shot, and that one goes wide around the boards and hit the mesh above the
Leon's
glass.
just giving it to Chris Rooney. He got absolutely cleaved to the ice by Nico Mikkola, and Rooney missed it. And again, it's 2-0 in terms of power plays for Florida here in the first 12 minutes.
You gotta think one's coming the other way here.
At some point, the marbles, you would think, would even.
Usually do. Face off to the left of Skinner. 8:03 to go here in a scoreless first period. Lundell out of the face-off circle. Losterinen will come in to take it against Henrique. Puck goes to Klingberg. Klingberg behind the Edmonton net to Henrique. On the right wing to Brown. And I don't know why that whistle went.
I'm worried.
But the referee went over to the Oiler bench.
Did he just give Drysdale a warning or what? I don't know.
There's no penalty.
There's no penalty.
But he went right to the bench as soon as he blew the whistle. There was. I think you're right. I think he gave him a warning of some sort.
Yeah.
Surprised they blew the whistle, though.
Well, we saw Vander Kane get a misconduct here last year.
That's true. Yep.
In the regular season.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Losterinen on the left wing boards. Out of Lundell. Has the left side. He's being pressured by Kulak. And now Losterinen will turn and shoot it. And that's off the stick of Henrique, and it goes out of play. I think Rooney just had heard enough, I guess. Faceoff stays in the Oilers zone to the right of Stuart Skinner. Oilers in Carolina on Saturday, last game of this road trip. Olinskis down the left side, a shot scores. That was tipped in front of the net. Olinskis let it go, and Lundell was in front of the goal. Although that might have hit Klingberg. No, actually it hit Kulak.
Yeah.
But that changed direction a fair bit.
Yeah, double deflection there.
So that'll be Balinskis' goal. And that's why you shoot it to the net.
Which the Oilers have not been.
12:28, time of the goal. It's 1-0 for Florida. For Balinskis, it's his fourth of the season. Changed directions a few times. I think the last time it had hit Kulak, and that puck gets cleared over the glass and out of play, and we get a whistle. So 1-0 for the Panthers. Off a face-off. And Uvis Balinskis with the goal. Inside his own line for Edmonton, it's Bouchard. That pass misses everybody. It's icing against the Oilers. So Florida, after having a goal called back, after being deemed offside.
We're going to get a draw at center here, too.
Oh, okay. So no icing, I suppose, they're saying?
Must be.
I guess. Forsling for the Panthers, left wing. Gave it to Verhaeghe. He'll chop it into the Edmonton zone. Cleared out by Matthias Ekholm. Flying up the right wing was McDavid. He's into the right wing corner. Looks in front of the net. He can't get a pass through. Now it comes out and just put wide by Hyman. It's in behind the goal. Nugent Hopkins to the right wing point to Matthias Ekholm. Makes a little spin move down the right wing to McDavid into the slot. But before it could get to Hyman, it hit a stick. Ekblad will get it out. 1-0 Panthers here in the first. Puck brought in. McDavid down the left wing. Goes in behind the net. A pass goes off the back of the goal to Bouchard's side of the net. Hyman in front just over the stick of Nugent Hopkins. It's into the slot. And Reinhart to Forsling to Reinhart as he gets to center ice. He'll dump it in. 6:10 to go in the first. 1-0 for Florida. Puck gets stolen. Comes in front to Mikolai. Didn't get much of a shot away. Pod Colson was able to partially block it. The puck gets into the slot. Pounded on net and a right pad save made by Skinner as that was drilled on goal by Rodriguez. Puck goes to the left corner. Up near the blue line where Mikala will keep it in, but only for a moment. Pod Colson could bring it out for the Oilers. They get to center ice, he'll scoop it in. Goes right to the glove of Bobrovsky. He's going to hold on. It'll be a face-off in the Panthers' end with 5:42 to go here in the first. 1-0. Panthers lead the Edmonton Oilers. We're going to take a break from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go! Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Portage College graduates are incredibly employable. How does Portage know? 99% of employers surveyed said they would hire a Portage grad. Get career ready at Portage College. Learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 1-0 Panthers lead Edmonton. 5:42 to go in the first period. Olinskis from Lundell at 12:28 is the goal. Face off in the Panthers zone to the right of Bobrovsky. Drysdale taking this face off for Edmonton up against Tomas Nosek. Goes to the inboards. Kulikov, rim it to Greer, directed it out. Drysdale, a little tight turn on the right wing, runs into Greer, but did clear the zone. Puck comes back to Drysdale. He'll fire it across on the left. Gets played into the left wing to Podkolzin. Podkolzin out to Kulak. Scores! Brett Kulak with a quick shot. And this game is tied at 1.
They shot the puck. The Oilers have had some opportunities in and around the goal in this game and have been boxed out. And that time, sort of a broken play. Corey Perry got it started. Got tied up with Nosek up the ice, and then the Oilers ran a pick. 2 players ended up tackling the man through the neutral ice area. Kulak follows it up and rips one home past Bobrovsky.
14:41 time of the goal. Watching the replay, it looked like Bobrovsky was stunned at the shot. Like he didn't, I don't think he thought Kulak was going to just let it fly right away.
Well, he let it fly.
Did. And the Oilers have tied the game. Rostarinen into the Edmonton end, in front of the net, off the stick of Lundell and just wide. Polinskis lets it go for the point. Save made by Skinner. Puck near the top of the circle. Edmonton trying to get it out. But Polinskis is going to keep it in. It gets into the corner and it skates to Emberson. It goes in behind the net. Boquist had lost it. Emberson for the Oilers up into the air, but glove down. Polinskis had kept it in. Emberson over to Stetcher. The left wing to Henrique. Now down the right wing for Brown. Comes into the Panthers zone. Hit on the boards by Polinskis. It goes in behind the net. Schmidt comes up the right wing. We're tied at 1. 4:27 to go here in the first period. Forsling has it at center ice. Winds up and blasts it in. Goes into the right wing corner. Ekholm to Bouchard. Now for Drysdale up the right wing. That's to center ice. It's a pass across. Ekholm, his shot, and that one goes just wide to the right point where it's Drysdale. Over to Matthias Ekholm again. Couldn't get a shot through. That puck bounces around in the slot area. It goes to Drysdale, right corner. To the right wing point, now to Bouchard. Down the boards to Drysdale. He's trying to steer a pass through. It goes to the point. Bouchard to Ekholm to Bouchard. Down to the left wing corner for Arvidsson. On the right wing for Drysdale, still in the Panthers zone. A little tight turn on the right wing boards. To the blue line, Arvidsson shoots it just wide of the net, and the puck along the left wing. 3.5 to go in the first, tied at 1. Puck gets cleared out. McDavid gets control. David, tied for 4th in the NHL, 73 points coming into this one. Will drop the puck back, give it to John Klingberg. He'll dump it in. Goes in behind the net. Kulikov on the inboards, but Hyman right there. Now Bennett, right wing to Rodriguez, will get it out. Klingberg for Nugent Hopkins. Across to Klingberg. Long pass on the left. Skips off the stick of Zach Hyman, but it was offside right at the Florida blue line. 2:55 to go in the first period. Tied at 1. The Oilers, the Panthers.
Klingberg gets an assist on that goal along with Podkolzin, who helped set it up.
On Kulak's 7th of the year. Trying to determine where the face-off. They're saying it hit that corner glass, I think, at the Florida bench, so it might be a face-off inside. I don't know. They're having a discussion inside the Panthers zone. If it allows Guns N' Roses to be played longer, I'm all for it. Faceoffs moving outside the blue line. Take your time, fellas. Take your time. Tapping in to take the draw against Nosek. It'll go to Bouchard. Put it high in the air. Fly ball that hits the end boards. Balinskis up the left wing for Nosek. Cross ice to Schmidt. He'll snap the puck into the Edmonton zone. Nosek into the left wing corner. Unable to get it in front of the net. Kapanen can get it out for Edmonton to Ekholm. He'll throw it in cross corner. On the right wing, Perry poked off his stick, and Greer will skate out for Florida. Center ice, he shoots it in. Rims on the right side. Bouchard to Ekholm. Now to Podkolzin. Forced back by Kulikov. Have to try the other way. To Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm by himself. Just got it to the Florida blue line. Lundell bouncing it into the Oiler end. And then the left wing. Emberson up into the air. Lundell keeps it in with his skate, but it went right to Henrique. He'll get it out. Right side to Matthias Janmark. Shoots it in. Goes off the left corner boards. Dmitry Kulikov rolls it up the right wing. Boquist made sure that it got to the line, and now to Lundell. He'll come down the left wing for the Panthers. He'll shoot it in. It goes to the right wing corner. Boquist had to go off his stick. Henrique to Janmark to Henrique. Behind the net to Stetcher. Up the right wing to Emberson. Emberson's got room as he comes through the neutral zone. At the blue line of the Panthers will dump it in. Bobrovsky to play it. Scooped it over to the right wing. Rules Serena up to Barkov, and that goes into the Panther bench with 1:18 to go here in the first. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Panthers.
Chris Knobloch trying to sneak McDavid out with Drysdale here. Final minute 18. Hyman out there with him as well.
Face off to the right of Bobrovsky. Drysdale out of the face-off circle. In comes McDavid. And the puck to the left wing point. Across to McDavid on the right. Back to the blue line to Kulak. A shot and a glove save made by Bobrovsky.
Connor's got to shoot the puck there. I mean, that's... You got to force Bob to work. And great pass by Klingberg through the seam. And if he just puts it low to the net, the rebound will kick right back out in front.
Face off to the left of Bobrovsky. McDavid against Barkov. Goes to Forsling up the right wing for Reinhart. Into the Oiler end of Verhaeghe. Goes to the right corner. Now behind the net. Centering pass. And Reinhart couldn't get a shot through his second whack at it. Stopped by Skinner. Here's Verhaeghe stepping out. We're into the last minute of the first period. Tied at 1. Puck goes over to the right wing boards. McDavid up the right wing. Got it out. Hyman to the line. That's offside against Edmonton. 45 seconds to go here in the first period. Shots now 9-7 for the Panthers. Panthers have had a couple power plays in this first period. Oilers have not.
They got a lucky goal off a broken play. And kind of a broken play for Edmonton as well on their goal.
Yeah.
Gonna wave guys out all night long.
Now Nugent Hopkins is out, and in comes Arvidsson. Mikula to Kulikov. He got it out. Puck goes back to Mikula. Mikula got it to the center ice line, but it's Bouchard to bring it in to the middle. Nugent Hopkins now in behind the net to Skinner. Could not get it in front of the goal. Nugent Hopkins, right wing for Jeff Skinner. Goes into the corner. Goes in behind the net. Kulikov will get control. 20 seconds to go in the period. Here's Samoskevich. Samoskevich on the left wing for the Panthers will dump the puck in. It goes to near the top of the circle and getting it out. Jeff Skinner. Pass for Arvidsson off of him. Go in behind the Panther goal. Kulikov will take it behind the net, and first period will come to a close. And the Edmonton Oilers tied at 1 with the Panthers after the opening 20. Panthers had a goal called back due to offside. Then eventually scored to take the lead, and then Edmonton comes back and ties it on a goal by Brent Kulak. And we're tied at 1 after 20 minutes here at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida.
I think you'll take that first period all day if you're Edmonton. I mean, you're shorthanded twice. You survived their 2 power plays. You haven't had a chance to work with the extra man. They got a lucky deflection goal, and I liked how Edmonton played sort of in the last 6 minutes or so of that period. And, you know, your 39-year-old veteran player with great gamesmanship takes a fight against a tough young kid. Help get your team in the game as well. You got to love it.
All right, we got Corey Perry downstairs, Corey Camoon, Bob Stauffer upstairs. Your thoughts on how the Oilers played in the first period?
Well, I think I thought we had a little bit of a jump, and they're a good team over there, and we know that, and we came to play and made some good plays and found one to tie it up.
You came to play. You stepped up and fought a young buck that likes to chuck. I mean, he had over 100 minutes a couple years ago. That's just part of what you got to do sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's just how I'm built. Things aren't going the right way. As a team or personally or whatever it is, and just try to change the momentum a little bit. And there was no momentum during that game, but in the last 4 games. So something that I don't mind doing, and it happens.
It almost looked like Brett Kulak's shot surprised Sergei Bobrovsky. How important is it, Corey, to get as many shots on goal, as many opportunities you can, force him to make saves?
Yeah, we know him quite well. When he's on, and every goal, they see the puck, they normally stop it. So, it's shots, traffic, and second opportunities, and it's cliche, but that's how you score goals in this league.
Corey, thanks for doing this.
All right, thank you.
All right, Corey Perry downstairs.
Yeah, gotta love it. Gotta love the gamesmanship. The Oilers, they overcame some obstacles. They're looking to get some momentum turned around. I'd still like to see 97 shoot it a couple more times when he had some chances off the rush. Even Nugent Hopkins at the end of the period, he slipped one down to Jeff Skinner, who's a left shot, and he was to the right side, and I'm surprised he thought he was going to swing around the goalie and go to his forehand. But I just look for a few more pucks to the net here and maybe see if Edmonton can get a power play too.
We're through 20 at the Amerant Bank Arena. The Edmonton Oilers, the Florida Panthers, tied up at 1. Balinskis scoring for Florida, and it was Kulak getting the goal for Edmonton. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they got the intermission for you when we come back. Tied at 1 after 1 from Florida. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Proudly headquartered in OilCountry, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow, creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
Here's what's new at 880ched.com.
880 Ched is excited to celebrate the best fans in the WHL when your Edmonton Oil Kings take on the Swift Current Broncos at Rogers Place on March 9th for Fan Appreciation Night. Puck drops at 4 p.m. Tickets are available now at oilkings.ca. Head to 880ched.com for your chance to win your way in.
Get your name on our insider list today and keep up to date on pre-sales, contests, and more. Visit 880ched.com. The Intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Puck comes back to Drysdale. He'll fire it across on the left. Gets played into the left wing to Podkolzin. Podkolzin out to Kulak. Scores! Brett Kulak with a quick shot.
And that's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. Welcome to the first intermission. We're at Studio B. Bryn Griffiths along with Rob Brown. It is 1-1 Oilers and the Panthers after 20 minutes of play. Well, your thoughts on that first period?
I thought the Oilers had more energy.
Yep.
I felt they were engaged more. There were still too many grade A scoring chances given up in that period as they turned the puck over a few times in their own zone. But it was a much better competitive period for the Edmonton Oilers, and I think we haven't seen a lot of competitiveness out of the Oilers in the last few games. This period there were. They had a couple scoring chances themselves. Florida probably had a little bit better of the play, but the Edmonton Oilers were able to rebound, and that was a big goal by Kulak. You've given up one.
Right.
It was pulled off the boards, the power play goal for offside.
That's the Verhaeghe one?
The Verhaeghe one,
yeah.
But it still was a goal. So they did score in their power play. So there's another goal you've given up against on a power play. Now you get the benefit of it being offside, but then you give up another goal. You give up the lead on a freaky goal, weird goal. But then you got something that you haven't gotten a lot of as of late. You got some big saves from Stu Skinner. He didn't allow Florida to extend the lead. He makes 2 or 3 big saves when it's 1-0. And this is right after the goal. There was 2 or 3 big saves before the Oilers come back down. But Kulak scores that goal on a one that Bobrovsky would want back, and I think that settled the Oilers down. I think after that they got a couple more chances. So all in all, I think a fairly competitive period, something the Oilers have been missing in the last few games.
Let's talk about that Perry bout with AJ Greer. It's kind of I don't think it had any influence in where the game was at that particular time, but it certainly would have told everybody on the bench, he's ready to go. He's our oldest guy here. He's ready to go.
Well, that's the problem for the Oilers, is it's the 39-year-old guy that's doing it. It's the 39-year-old guy who's a former 50-goal scorer MVP player that is doing it. There's other players that need to get outside their comfort zone on this Oilers teams to help break out of this little slump they're in. Perry, we've seen this. I've been a Corey Perry fan since he was a junior kid coming out and playing for the World Juniors. I know he was hated here in Edmonton for the years he was in Anaheim.
He was almost an Oiler.
Yeah, I was a fan when I know that I hated the stuff that what he do against the Oilers, but I'm like, hey, this is a Canadian kid that understands how to play the game. And now he just keeps searching for that next Stanley Cup, and he keeps going to these teams, and he keeps making finals because he's a winner. Right. Because he understands what it takes to help a team win. And you heard him when he's talking with Bob and Cam there. This is just the way I'm made. If I'm not playing well, or if the team needs a boost, I've got to go out there and do that. Now, what the Oilers need is they need a number of other guys to do it. But good on Perry. That's not an easy lifestyle to go out and I'm gonna go fight a guy that's bigger than me, younger than me, pretty tough kid, but he goes out and does it, and he does it for his team. So I don't know if that spurred the Oilers or not, but it certainly was a wake-up call to the other guys on the bench. There's the old guy out there doing what he needs to do to get our team going.
Let's talk about the Oilers, the fact that, the previous few games, the Oilers have scored first and then have coughed up another equalizer shortly thereafter. I guess if you're looking for more positives here, it was Florida that took the lead here, and the Oilers are actually the team that came back, and now we'll see where they go in the next 40 minutes.
Well, the second period up until this road trip was the best period for the Oilers all season long. On this road trip, they've been terrible and getting outscored badly in the second period. What you like is the Oilers had a bad break go against them. The goal that went in on Skinner, that was just pure unluckiness. I mean, it bounces off a few guys, hits Kulak, who's about 12 feet away from the net. It wasn't even going to go towards the net, but hits him and goes in, and they rebounded. So they faced some adversity in this first period, killed off the penalties, and were able to come out tied. So, yes, I think you need to see the Oilers stay aggressive in this second period and play smart, simple hockey. And really, they need their best player, Connor McDavid, to have a period. And they're waiting for him. This is he needs to get going, because as everything else could go right for the Edmonton Oilers, but if their best player isn't their best player, they're hard-pressed to win hockey games, because he is that important to this team.
Hey, very quickly, the Oilers killed off 2 power play opportunities by the Florida Panthers at a time where they've dropped to 31st on the road with the PK here.
Well, they
over the last couple of weeks.
They haven't been good at all.
No.
Again, fortunate tonight. It was an offside call, but that had nothing to do with the way the goal went in. That was a breakdown for the Oilers on the penalty kill. Fortunate that they got the call the way it went. They just stay out of the box. One way to combat a poor penalty kill, just don't kill. Don't take silly penalties. The Oilers will get a power play eventually, and the one thing that the Oilers haven't had as of late is a power play score a big goal at a big moment. If the Oilers get a power play while this thing is still tied, that will be a big moment for their power play to come through for them.
Okay, we'll take a break. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Nuges Nuggets. This is Nuges Nuggets, brought to you by Legacy Heating and Cooling. What nugget of heating and cooling advice does Nuge have today?
You can save a lot of money by bundling your new furnace and AC with Legacy. It's kind of like saving money on an endorsement by bundling me, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, with someone like, Zachary Martin Hyman.
Thanks for suggesting me, Nuge.
Get no payments and no interest for 1 year on your new AC and furnace from Legacy Heating and Cooling. Proud sponsor of Nuges Nuggets.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
This is Global News at the First Intermission. I'm Rod Kurtz. Budget 2025 has been unveiled. The province is going to be staring down a $5.2 billion deficit this year. That's based on the assumption we'll face 15% U.S. tariffs averaged throughout the year. Finance Minister Nate Horner admitting that uncertainty with those tariffs makes budgeting difficult. If there are no tariffs, expect a $2.9 billion deficit. With 25% tariffs for the entire year, the government's predicting an $8.7 billion deficit. Overall, revenues are forecast to be down $6.6 billion, or 8.1%. Oil and gas revenues down $4.4 billion, or about 20%. There's a $426 million increase for K-12 education and a promise to hire more support workers. But striking workers protesting outside the legislature say the government needs to settle their contract first and give them the livable wage they've been demanding. NDP leader Naheed Nenshi sees little good in this budget. He says Albertans have repeatedly said they want 5 things: jobs, cost of living, health care, public education, and public safety. He says the government has failed on all of those. I'm Rod Kurtz, your next scheduled newscast during the second intermission on 880 CHED.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know what I'm a fan of? Alberta. The wide open spaces, the highways and byways, and a rugged, beautiful terrain that I'm proud to call home. Maybe that's why I'm also a fan of my Ford F-150. It's tough, capable, and smart, which makes it a natural fit for roads like these. So if it's a new truck you're looking for, look no further than the truck Albertans love to drive, F-150. Head into your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Businesses deserve the best protection against cyber threats. Alltech offers state-of-the-art IT and cybersecurity solutions to safeguard digital assets. The team of experts at Alltech are dedicated to providing the highest level of security, ensuring that data remains safe and operations are seamless. With Alltech, businesses can focus on growth while the rest is handled. From advanced threat detection to comprehensive data security, Alltech has it covered. Choose Alltech for reliable and effective cybersecurity. Visit alt-tech.ca now to learn more.
The Intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back in Studio B after 20 minutes of play. The Oilers and the Panthers in Florida are tied up at 1. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Okay, the Sharks and the Montreal Canadiens going at it at the Bell Center. They are just beginning the second period. That one is all tied up at 2. Nick Suzuki with a pair of goals in that game for Montreal. St. Louis Blues with a 2-1 lead on the hometown Washington Capitals tonight. Both goals for the Blues scored by Philip Broberg. That's a nice pair of goals for him. What a year. Let's move on. Calgary Flames trailing the Lightning in Tampa 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. And Kucherov getting the goal in that one for Tampa. This one, he's out of the studio, but would bring a tear to the eye of Rob Brown because the Carolina Hurricanes are wearing the Hartford Whalers white and green tonight. The old jerseys, trotting out the old jerseys tonight. They have a 3-1 lead on the Buffalo Sabres in that game. Elsewhere, Islanders leading Boston 1-0 early in the second period. Columbus trailing Detroit 1-0 in Motown into the second period. They're late in the first period in Pittsburgh. It is 1-0 for the Flyers over the Penguins. Coming up later, Winnipeg at Nashville. The Wild travel to Utah. Canucks are playing the Ducks in Anaheim, and Vegas on home ice to take on the Chicago Blackhawks. That is your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Second period is coming up next at the Intermission, brought to you by the End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the Intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on playalberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer tied at 1. Oilers and Panthers getting ready for the second period of play. And that Oilers 50-50, it's presented by Rogers. And it's back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight, Oilers mega 50-50 jackpot sitting at $111,000 and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. We'll drop the puck. We're underway here in the second period. Gets shot into the Oilers zone. Drysdale up the left wing to Skinner. He's able to poke the puck to Bouchard. Cross-ice pass that gets broken up. And Drysdale got it to the line, but Samoskevich was able to break it up and come into the Oilers zone, but he's offside, then takes a bit of a hit from Jeff Skinner. It'll be a face-off outside the Edmonton blue line. 21 seconds gone here in the second. Scoring for Florida. Kulak has the goal for Edmonton. Drysdale, Arvidsson, and Skinner are out there with Kulak and Klingberg. Rodriguez taking the draw for the Panthers. He wins it. Goes by Kulikov. He'll go back and get it. He's in his own end. Floats a pass off the glove. Samaskevich. And the puck comes around on the right wing to Jeff Skinner. Cross ice for Arvidsson. Into the Florida zone. Put it to the middle of the ice. Mikkola take it to the corner for the Panthers. Off the glass. Up to Bennett. Bennett right across the red line, now into the Oiler end. On the left wing, drops it. Rodriguez shot is blocked. The rebound, put it towards the net. And a glove save made by Skinner. He holds on. 56 seconds gone here in the second.
Oh, solid glove save from Stuart Skinner, but Edmonton kind of backed into their zone a bit there. Playing without Darnell Nurse tonight. Just really, since getting blown up with a big hit, they've got Ryan Reeves suspended. Darnell's had a real good stretch. The Oilers are hoping it's only a couple games. Went shoulder first in Labords against Tampa Bay.
He eats up a lot of minutes on a nightly basis. Puck back to the line, and the shot from the point by Balinskis does not get through. So it's Janmark to Emberson. Get a pass across. Henrique plays it off his skate. Will blast it off the outside of the net.
Telling you, they got to shoot more on Bobrovsky. He is not looked super settled in this game.
The Edmonton blue line. Stetcher to Emberson. It skipped off his stick, though. Lundell went behind the net, pushed off a bit by Henrique, and up the left wing it goes to Janmark. Cross ice to Emberson. Jumps up into the rush, puts it off the boards and in. Schmidt has it in the corner in his own end, out into the middle. Comes up the left wing. Luostarinen will get it into the corner of the Oilers zone. And in behind the net, Matthias Ekholm. Up the left side for Edmonton to McDavid. Has to loop back. Gathers speed. Up the left wing, off of Hyman. Goes into the Panther end, to the end board. McDavid's on the forecheck. Ekholm comes down, gives the puck to McDavid to the middle. Nugent Hopkins put it over the net, went off the glass. Nugent Hopkins on the right wing to the corner, but it'll be Reinhart to come out with it. He'll get it across on the left side to Barkov, taken into the corner. Puck goes behind the net. Reinhart will get it out on the left, went off the stick of Barkov, couldn't get a shot. Nugent Hopkins will bring it out at the Florida blue line. Down the left side, Kulikov, they couldn't get it out. It's Nugent Hopkins, fanned on his pass. Wow. Went off the heel of his stick.
What are we talking about, Stu? Just put it on the net.
Puck cleared out. We're tied at 1. We're here in the second. 2:40 gone. Kapanen to center ice. Off the boards and in.
Perry almost got caught with it. They warned him.
Mikkola will rim it. Perry's going to keep it in. Perry down the right wing, pulls to the middle. Knocked off his stick as it got to the slot. Klingberg across to Kulak on the left side. A shot hit the stick of Reinhart. Goes up against the boards inside the Florida zone. Podkolzin trying to get it free. Did come loose to Kulikov. Now up the boards on the right wing. Reinhart give it to Barkov. Right wing side to Greer. Put it to the end wall in the Oiler end. Puck on the left wing. Podkolzin to Kasperi Kapanen, and he does get it out. Schmidt will shoot it back in. Skinner stops it behind the net. Going to have to play it. Give it to Klingberg. He takes a hit. Spun it to the right corner. Perry along the boards, but it comes free. Back to the blue line. Schmidt will shoot it. That didn't get through. Hit somebody in the high slot. Puck cleared by Podkolzin. Oilers will make a change. Schmidt, long pass on the right wing to Gadjevich. His shot and a pad save made by Skinner. It's cleared out. Emberson back into his own end. Now to Stetcher. Cross to Emberson. Comes up the right wing. At center ice, he'll shoot it in. It'll rim on the left. Goes in behind the goal. Then tripped up is Drysdale. Penalty coming up to the Panthers as they touch it. 4 minutes and 15 seconds into the second. The game's tied at 1, and the Oilers are going to power play for the first time.
Edmonton's power play 7th in the league at 25.5%. Florida's penalty killing 17th in the league at 79.1%. Shots are 12-7 here in the second period for Florida. If I'm Edmonton, I am not wasting any time putting pucks on it. It looks like Bobrovsky's having problems finding his net. Win a draw, get it on the goal, see what happens.
Balinskis off for the trip, and the power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com.
I think we have a linesman that's got a cut. Mark Shuchuk, maybe?
Yeah,
92?
over at the Florida bench.
That's my guess, and I'm going to assume it's on his hand.
Yeah, they're taking a look at... Yeah, it looks like they're looking at his hand. Doing a quick little repair job. Oilers are their first power play of this game. Well, the grimace on Shuchuk's face looks
He's
like
leaving the game.
He is, eh?
I wonder if he needs stitches.
Yeah, I must. Okay, down to one linesman then.
You win the draw, get it to the net.
Good pull. Face off to the right of Bobrovsky. Drysdale stays in there. Lundell kicked out. Losterino will take the draw. Puck rimmed by Forsling. He'll get it all the way down the ice.
Leon will be frustrated that he got beat in that draw by Losterino.
Bouchard up the right wing to Drysdale. It was in his skates, so he had to slow up. Now to McDavid, comes in over the line. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. To the blue line. For Bouchard to the middle. Left wing, Nugent Hopkins. He's top of the circle. To Bouchard, now down the right side to Drysdale. Back to Bouchard. Over to Nugent Hopkins. Had to pick it out of the air. Left wing to McDavid. Brings it up to the line. To Bouchard. To McDavid. McDavid going towards the net. He'll center it across. A shot by Drysdale. That was skipping. It went off his stick. Here is Bouchard. Let it go just wide of the net. It's in behind the goal. Hyman has it. Over to the right wing corner. Drysdale to the point, but nobody there for the Oilers. It comes out. Minute to go in the power play. Tied at 1 here in the second. 5:15 gone.
Still don't have a shot on goal, Cap.
Bouchard through the middle. To McDavid. Weaves his way in over the line. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Cross ice to Drysdale on the right point. Into the corner. McDavid swings it up to the top of the circles. Now to the left. In front of the net. Off a stick. It goes wide. Barkov trying to rim it. He does get it out. Bouchard in the neutral zone. Forced back by Reinhart. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Right side to Drysdale. Got it in. Left wing across to McDavid. Skates back towards the boards. Now into the slot, Nugent Hopkins across, right wing. Drysdale shot and is saved by Bobrovsky. He's going to hold on with 13 seconds left to go in the power play for the Oilers. We're tied at 1 here in the second.
Minute 47 into the power play and a low percentage shot from Drysdale. Nuge couldn't pick it up quite cleanly. Bouchard did attempt the shot from the point, got deflected down.
Off to the left of Bobrovsky. Now Arvidsson might be out of the face-off circle.
Interesting combination of players on the ice, Campbell.
Yep. Skinner with a shot off the draw, saved by Bobrovsky.
Love it.
Wrapped around by Arvidsson. Bobrovsky with the save, got it with a left pad. Penalty coming up to Edmonton when they touch it. Puck brought in, Luostarine and cross ice. Forsling shot kicked out by Skinner. Back to the line it goes. Bennett coming down the left wing. Bennett shot saved by Skinner. Puck on the left wing boards back to the line. Shot saved by Skinner. Rebound. Skinner got tripping penalty coming up to Edmonton. 6 minutes, 32 seconds gone in the second, and Jeff Skinner goes off for the trip.
Well, the Oilers got two good chances.
We'll take a break. Tied at 1 in the second. Oilers and the Panthers from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. As a musician, I'm drawn to the sounds of this great province. Whether it's the wind blowing down the Rockies, the rustling of grass across the prairie, or the sweet sound of a Ford Super Duty, it's all music to my ears. Speaking of Super Duty, with heavy-duty performance that's built for getting the job done right, it's no wonder this truck has Albertans singing its praises. The 2024 Ford Super Duty is available now at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just head on in today and tell them PB sent you.
Don't panic, there's still time, but it's quickly running out. The biggest savings of the year on flooring at end-of-the-row flooring centers is happening right now, but it's almost over. Spring arrivals are on the way, and we need to make room. It's not just a sale, it's our biggest sale. It's why we call it the Big One. But don't panic, there's still time, but only if you hurry. The Big One clearance event ends soon, only at end-of-the-row flooring centers. Let's get flooring.
12870 St. Albert Trail, and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here at the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Panthers. 6 minutes, 32 seconds gone in the second period. Jeff Skinner's off for a trip. So third power play of the game for Florida. They're 0 for 2 with a man advantage. And a penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, big kill here for Edmonton.
Henrique taking the draw against Alexander Barkov. Henrique wins it. Emerson hard off the right wing boards and down the ice.
Let's not forget they had Brandon Montour's power play option here the last couple of years. Ekblad's always been a pretty good offensive defenseman himself. He's playing for a contract. I'm sure he can re-sign here, but
Reinhardt will get the puck in on the right wing. It's up against the boards. There's Matthias Ekholm to float it down the ice. Ekblad inside his own end. Over to Barkov. Barkov up the left wing. Cross-ice pass goes off an Edmonton stick. Throws the whole thing offside at the Oiler blue line. Minute 22 to go in the penalty to Jeff Skinner. Oilers in Carolina on Saturday. Back at home on Tuesday. Anaheim's in town for a 7 o'clock game at Rogers Place. Oilers play 3 straight at home. Connor Brown to take this draw. Barkov out of the face-off circle, and comes Sam Bennett. Bennett can bump it back. Ekblad to Reinhardt. Drill the puck in. Verhaeghe around to Reinhardt. Into the right wing corner to Barkov. Behind the goal to Bennett. That goes off his stick. Verhaeghe follows it up. Keeps it in on the right wing. Then Brown jams it past Reinhardt. Now Ekblad with it inside his own blue line. Through the middle to Reinhardt. Now to Barkov. Left wing to Verhaeghe. Cross ice to Bennett, but had to play it off the backhand. Now to the high slot. Ekblad, left wing to Barkov. A shot, and a save made by Skinner. That goes in behind the Oiler goal. Kulak trying to get it free. Does get it free. Up the right wing to Brown. Now it goes across to Stetcher, who will now play it all the way down the ice. Oilers can make a change. Lundell with it in his own end. 17 seconds to go in the power play for the Panthers. Lundell into Oilers territory on the right wing. To the right wing point to Schmidt across. The one-time shot by Rodriguez off an Oilers stick and out of play.
Great job getting across Ekholm in front of that puck. Oilers have done a decent job here on the PK.
8:25 gone in the second. Tied at 1. Oilers in Florida. Balinskis scoring for Florida. Kulak for Edmonton. Henrique against Lundell. Back to the blue line. Forsling is shot off the pad of Skinner. That was through traffic. Puck played off the glass and out of play by Ekholm. Skinner able to find that one as it got through the traffic.
Oilers haven't done a great job on faceoffs in this game. They scored off Florida scored off an ozone faceoff win. They just created another good look here at the third line.
They did.
This third line's been really good. Lundell's a heck of a player. And they're paying him. I mean, they're paying him as the number 7 forward. He's going to get $5 million a year.
Puck goes to the right wing. Penalty is over. Florida now 0 for 3 on the power play. It's tied up along the boards inside the Edmonton zone. McDavid got it loose. To Drysdale will get it out. Pass to McDavid, hit the stick of Mikkola. Now back into the Florida zone. It goes to Forsling.
Something happened to Skinner here right off the draw. Jeff Skinner.
McDavid will get the puck in down the right wing to Hyman. A shot, and he put it wide. The left wing point to Ekholm. Now to Drysdale. Or McDavid went off his skate. Following up. Low screen, and will be able to shoot it in. And Stuart Skinner got it up the left wing glass and out. Drysdale at center ice. Out of Hyman, into the Florida end on the left wing, taken to the boards by Luostarinen. And it's brought out to center ice, and Balinskis will shoot it in, but that hit the mesh, and we get a whistle. 10:28 to go in the second, tied at 1, the Oilers and the Panthers.
They're playing McDavid and Drysdale hard in this game.
Yeah. They don't have a lot of room.
No. Good news for Edmonton is that their penalty kills cleaned itself up a bit here. 3 for 3 in the PK.
Put the face off at center ice. Nugent Hopkins is out there with Skinner and Arvidsson. Kulak will step to center and shoot it in. Mikkola into the end boards. Had Arvidsson on him. Puck came loose. Out through the middle. Center ice, Rodriguez. Down the left wing. Samoskevich back to the blue line to Kulikov. His shot blocked in the slot. Went off at Jeff Skinner. There's a loose puck. Spinning around was Rodriguez, and his shot doesn't get through. Goes back to him. Can't get a shot through again. Now a third time on net, and a save by Skinner as Evan Rodriguez had 3 shots at it in the slot. We're going to take a break. 9:57 to go in the second period. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Panthers from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
From your home to the ice rink, ATCO Energy is there. As the official energy provider of Rogers Rogers Place, we're also proud partners of the Edmonton Oilers. ATCO Energy, powering your place. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822. Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Amarant Bank Arena, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Tied at 1, 9:57 to go in the second. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Drysdale will take the draw against A.J. Greer. Goes to Ekholm up the left wing to Podkolzin to the middle for Drysdale. In over the line, right wing. Capping in towards the net to Drysdale off the pad of Bobrovsky. Puck to the blue line. On the right wing point, Ekholm winds up, doesn't shoot. Gives it to Kapanen. Rims it in behind the floor of the net. Gets into the corner. Greer there for the Panthers. He'll get it out.
Missed opportunity there. Needed a little bit better shot than that.
Dumped into the Florida zone. Noshik in behind the net. Right wing to Kulikov. Off the glass and out. Rolls into Edmonton territory. Greer after it in the right corner. Takes a hit from Kulak. Puck up against the boards. Dug out by Matthias Ekholm. He'll flip it over Ekblad and out. Won't be hard enough for icing. Ekblad to Forsling. Forsling.
What a pass.
Center ice to Verhaeghe. Comes in. He'll go cross ice to Sam Reinhart. Now in behind the net to Verhaeghe. Right wing to Reinhart. Off the stick. In behind the net of Verhaeghe. It goes to the left side inside the Edmonton zone. Into the corner with it. Was Barkov out to Reinhart. In front of the net, it goes right to Skinner. He can cover it. Reinhart was trying to go across to Verhaeghe. Didn't get anything on the pass. And Skinner was able to cover with 8:34 to go in the second. And the game tied at 1.
Well, we saw Barkov and Rantanen for Finland upset Sweden. And part of the reason why they did is because of the size of that Finnish group. Sweden had the defense.
Yeah.
Finland had the big forwards. Laine was quite effective in that tournament.
Lundell was good too.
That was a good.
That was a good game.
And it was a good game because we didn't really have. We wanted to see the Swedes for the Oilers do well, but it's good.
Lundell on the end boards for the right wing corner. Luostarinen to Lundell. Pass back to the points picked off by Janmark. Bring it out for the Oilers. Off the left wing boards and in. Brown goes after. Into the corner with Polinskis. Puck on the left side. Schmidt.
This has been a bad matchup for this Oilers third line. They've given up the goal against. Good hit.
Center ice. Puck shot in by Luostarinen. And Brown on the right wing. Dodges a hit. And the Oilers able to get it out as it went off of Janmark down into the Florida zone. Mikkola from behind his net, right wing for Kulikov. Just got it out, and that's offside. As Hyman went into the zone, Janmark hadn't cleared it. 7:42 to go here in the second. We're tied at 1.
At some point, the Oilers need something from Nugent Hopkins and Hyman 5v5. Obviously, McDavid has struggled a bit. They've gone to this line. This line was as good as any line in the league last year. And Nuge, he had 54 goals from Hyman, but Ern H the year before had 104 points?
104 points.
Now, they shot the lights out, and their power play was at 32%. Oilers also led the league in shooting percentage. They're like 22nd right now. Yeah.
And on the right wing, Bouchard to the corner to McDavid. Back to Bouchard across the line. Ekholm shot, save Bobrovsky! And the rebound knocked over to the right wing side, and Bennett can get it out.
Yeah, that was a good look there from Ekholm because he got it away.
Ekholm up the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Went off of him. into the Florida end. Crashing after it, Hyman, left wing to McDavid. Back to the blue line. Ekholm across the line to Bouchard. Makes a move. Gets to the middle. He'll shoot it. Save Bobrovsky. Big rebound. Puck bouncing around in the slot and getting it out to center ice.
It's more like it here from this line, though.
Samoskevich just got it out. Puck brought back in. It's McDavid. Down the right wing to Nugent Hopkins. To the middle. Ekholm shot. Oh, he whistled it wide on the stick side.
What a chance for Ekholm, and he knows it.
Puck cleared out.
Great luck from Nugent Hopkins there.
Icing the call against the Panthers as the Oilers buzzing around in that Florida zone. 6:46 to go in the second. Tied at 1. Oilers coming close.
You're digging it, aren't you, tonight?
Oh, the music's been tremendous. To the right of Bobrovsky. Rodriguez taking the draw against Drysdale. Well, maybe. Puck gets to the circle. Rodriguez off the glass and out. Samoskevich is flying after it. He got to it. Rims it on the left. Got it to Barkov, goes behind the Edmonton goal to Kulikov on the right wing point. Played it in behind the Edmonton net. Verhaeghe will center it. It went behind Barkov to the middle. Kulikov shot. He put it high on the glove side. Reinhart to the left wing point to Mikkola. Now down low. It goes to behind the net. Verhaeghe to Barkov to the right wing point. Kulikov will not be able to keep it in. He put it back in, though, and the Panthers were offside. Edmonton gets control. 6 minutes to go in the second. Tied at 1. Oilers in Florida. Brent Kulak, the goal scorer here tonight, drops it back to Leon Drysdale. Drysdale in over the line to the right wing. Nobody there for the Oilers. Mikkola coming the other way. Over center ice, he'll shoot it in. Skinner out to play it. Pokes it to the right corner. It goes behind the net. Verhaeghe in front of the net. Reinhart couldn't get a good shot away. It went wide. Up near the blue line, Schmidt unable to keep it in. Henrique got it out.
Job by Henrique, keeping his feet moving.
Olinskis, long pass. And now Verhaeghe in on the right wing. Shoveled it in behind the net. Lundell flew in there. He hit Emberson. Puck in behind the Edmonton goal. Stetcher trying to get it loose. It does go to Henrique. He's in the right corner in front of the Edmonton net for Stetcher. It missed him, but it came out. Sent back in. Panthers have to tag up. Emberson out through the middle.
Go.
Up the right wing to Brown. Off the boards and in. Schmidt up the right side to Luostarinen. Into the Oiler end. Luostarinen to the right wing corner. Slows up. Gets to the end boards. Taken out by Stetcher. Puck into the corner. Boquist up the left wing boards to the point. The shot from the point. Save made by Skinner. There was traffic on a quick shot by Forsling. Ekblad comes down the right side. In front, scores. Tipped in front of the net. Lundell got his stick on it. It's 2-1 for Florida.
Unfortunately, the Oilers played the puck. They couldn't complete a line change. And Lundell's having himself a heck of a game. Their third line's winning their game. They got a real identity of this third line. And that's why they're up 2-1. They got both their goals at even strength. Nice play by Ekblad. Stetcher couldn't tie up the stick of Lundell in tight. It's his 14th.
You're right. Heads up play by Ekblad. He was searching for a stick on that shot. 2-1. Panthers lead. 15:30 time of the goal. Podkolzin gets it out of the Oilers zone. Center ice, it's bouncing around. Olinskis will shoot it in. Puck gets into the corner. Perry had Greer on him. Puck will go to the point. Schmidt will walk in. He'll get it across. Olinskis shot off the crossbar. And Bouchard will bring it out for the Oilers. Polinskis almost had his second of the night.
Skinner a little slow getting up after that.
Mid in behind his net for Noshik. He'll get it to the line. We'll get it out. Bouchard to the middle, waiting for a lane, and his shot saved. The rebound. Puck pulls in a chance. Saved by Bobrovsky. Puck goes to the end boards. Sent back to the left wing point. Kulak waiting left side to Kapanen. Comes across to the middle down the right wing. Kulak one-timer kicked out by Bobrovsky. 2-1 Panthers here in the second. Puck to the blue line. McDavid has it in the middle. Goes down the left wing. In behind the net. To the right. To Drysdale across. The shot saved made by Bobrovsky off of Kulak. And the puck cleared out. What a chance for Brett Kulak. Bouchard to the blue line. Put it through the middle. Samoskevich got it out to Rodriguez. His shot kicked out by Skinner. Puck in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard up the left wing, got it out. It'll get to McDavid. He'll come in through the middle. Couldn't get a shot. Rodriguez to Samoskevich on the left wing. Lost it to Drysdale. He'll come in on the right wing. He'll go to inside. Shoots.
Wow.
Scores! What a play by Drysdale! He's got goals in 7 straight games, and this game is tied at 2.
Well, that is a world-class, elite-level finish from Leon Draisaitl, who leads the National Hockey League. That's his 44th goal here. He fends off, gets inside position, one hand on the stick, then shifts it to his forehand, elevates it short side on Sergei Bobrovsky. What a beauty by Leon Draisaitl.
Unreal goal by Drysdale. 17:30 time of it. We're tied at 2. The Oilers and the Panthers.
Wow.
Drysdale points in 10 straight, goals in 7 straight. Dumped into the Panthers zone and up the left wing. Verhaeghe to center ice. Gave it to Barkov. He'll shoot it in. It's in behind the net. Emberson for Edmonton. On the right, it won't get out, but Nugent Hopkins, he can clear it. Bouncing puck to Ekholm. In over the line down the left wing. Ekholm's pass. That one broken up. Barkov will get it out. Nugent Hopkins will take it in behind the Edmonton net. Tied at 2 in the second. Oilers taking on the Panthers. Ekholm goes in behind the goal. Up the right wing to Arvidsson. He'll direct it in. Kulikov out from behind his net for the Panthers. Left wing to Mikala. Center ice will shoot it in. Kulak to Kapanen. Kapanen just in over the Florida line. It goes off his stick. Forsling will get it out. Puck brought in. Boquist. Left corner to Greer. Couldn't get it in front of the Edmonton net. We're tied at 2. We're here in the second. Up the right wing. Perry to Kulak. He's going to go towards the net. Kulak behind it. Try to wrap it. It went in front. Goes off of Podkolzin. Bobrovsky's lost his stick. We're in the last minute here in the second. It gets cleared out. Bouchard at the Oiler blue line. Long pass on the right, and they'll say McDavid went in early, and that is offside against the Oilers. We're going to take a break. 53 seconds to go in the second. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Panthers from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Attention drivers, it's the Midwinter Tire Clearance Sale at Fountain Tire. Right now, you can save up to 20% off all in-stock winter tires. Premium brands, unbeatable safety, and incredible savings. It's a winter tire hat trick. But don't wait. This sale ends March 8th, and once they're gone, they're gone. Stay safe on the road and save big during this Midwinter Clearance Sale. Oh, and most importantly, let's go Oilers! Contact your local Fountain Tire for complete details. Fountain Tire, we're on this road together.
Today, you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Tied at 2. Oilers in Florida. 53 seconds to go in the second. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer.
Big D-zone draw here. Power on power in the final minute of this period. As the Oilers have tied it on a brilliant individual effort from Leon Drysdale.
Amazing goal by Drysdale. Puck drop, goes to Verhaeghe, right corner. Centering pass off the stick of Stuart Skinner before Barkov could get to it. And McDavid will bring it out through the middle. Finds Hyman in over the line. Goes to the left wing corner. Back to the point to Ekholm, but it glances off of him and comes out.
It's been going, Just
30 seconds to go in the period. Pass to Hyman. Hit at the line by Ekblad. Forsling will wheel in behind his net. Drysdale in pursuit. Up the middle. Got it out. Bouchard to McDavid. He'll come into the Florida zone. Down the left wing to the point to Ekholm. Ekholm towards the net to Drysdale right corner. To the right wing point to Bouchard. Towards the net. It's blocked and it comes out. 6 seconds to go in the second period. To Bouchard. And the second period will come to an end.
We should have a heck of a third period here, Cam.
Looking forward to that. Tied at 2 after 40 as the Oilers and the Panthers trade goals in each of the first 2 periods. Balinsk is scoring for Florida in the first. Kulak replied for Edmonton. In the second, it was Lundell for the Panthers. And then Leon Drysdale, my word, what a goal. 44th of the year. He's got points in 10 straight games, goals in 7 straight games. Just an amazing one. He'll make all the highlight reels tonight. He ties it up for Edmonton, so it's setting up for a great third period. The Oilers, when tied after 2, they're 6-3-1 this year. The Panthers are 10-5-1 when tied after 2 periods. Looking forward to this third period. Tied at 2, Oilers and Panthers. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown. They're going to have a great second intermission for you. That'll be coming up next from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
From welding to waste management, women are a wonder. Discover their remarkable contributions with the Women in Trades event, March 8th at the Alberta Aviation Museum, including career resources, hands-on activities, and more. Then toast the best fans in the WHL as your Edmonton Oil Kings battle the Broncos March 9th at Fan Appreciation Night. Tickets on sale now at oilkings.ca.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Damaskevich on the left wing lost it to Drysdale. He'll come in on the right wing. He'll go to inside. Shoots. Scores! What a play by Drysdale!
Wow. That's our highlight zone brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the second intermission. After 40 minutes of play, we got a pretty good hockey game going here. It's 2-2 between the Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers. Let's talk about that goal. Leon just loves to have guys hanging all over him. That was an absolute beauty of a goal.
It was, and it came at a really good time for the Oilers.
Yeah.
They're down 1. The Panthers had some great looks, hit a crossbar, and then Bobrovsky makes some fantastic saves. So you think, oh no, here we go again for the Oilers. Going to be trailing going into the third. We talked about Kapanen turning the puck over the other day in Tampa, how it turned into a great scoring chance and a goal for the Lightning. Well, tonight, Florida Panther forward has the puck at the Oilers' blue line, doesn't get it in, and Broberg, whoops-a-daisy, Klingberg moves the puck up to Leon, and then Leon does the rest. And he had Forsling on him, who is probably the best defenseman for the Florida Panthers and one of the best in the National Hockey League. And Leon let him come to him, and then he's like, all right, now I got body position, take the puck to the net. And just a wonderful goal. Leon Drysdale, again, he's been the Oilers' best player all season long. He's been the National Hockey League's best player all season long. And when the Oilers have needed him most, he comes through with a huge goal here late in the second period.
You know, it's funny, too, because you had Anton Lundell tipping home that Ekblad shot, and that gave Florida a 2-1 lead, and then the next 2 minutes were absolutely crazy.
Yep.
And the Oilers score exactly at the 2-minute mark to tie this thing up. That was a goal. That's the kind of goal they've really been missing lately. They just haven't been able to get that goal to just give themselves a little bit of confidence, a little bit of, a little bit of oomph.
Well, in all honesty, they haven't really scared the opposition when they've been down in games. This is a different game. The Oilers, they've given chances up, but they also have had a bunch of chances. And just before Drysdale scored, the Oilers had a number of good looks. And Kulak had a wide open. I have no idea how he doesn't score on that one. He's got a goal already tonight. The one that he missed was the better scoring opportunity. And it doesn't go in. But Leon Drysdale, on a turnover in the neutral zone by the Florida Panthers, Leon gets the puck. And, we just watched the replay again. Again, he's got Forsling all over him, and Forsling can't contain him, and then Leon uses his body positioning, hold him off, now bring the whole body to the front so he can get the stick in the right area and goes up and over Bobrovsky. This has been a good hockey game. It's been competitive. And I think that's the first thing. Whatever happens in this third period, this is a step forward for the Edmonton Oilers.
I was just going to say, how important is that goal moving into the third period? When you take a look at both of these two teams, going into third period tied, it's pretty interesting. It's balanced. The Oilers have a shot here.
Well, they do have a shot. The Oilers have a shot every game, but the Florida Panthers are a very good front-running team. And both times they got the lead in this game, the Oilers were very quick to come back and tie it, and that's huge. Don't let a team that is a good front leading team have time to start putting in better defensive positioning, get their lines rolling, get pucks in deep, and just take your all momentum away from you. The Oilers have struck quickly. It's something they haven't done in this last little while. So a couple big goals first by Kulak, then by Leon, and the Edmonton Oilers have set themselves up where if they win a period, they can win a hockey game. So we'll see going forward here in the third period. Again, you want the win, you want the 2 points, but in reality, the Oilers have accomplished more tonight in this game than they have in the last 4. They've been competitive in this hockey game.
When these two teams are tied after 2 periods of play, the Oilers are 6-3-1, and the Florida Panthers, who've had a few more occasions where they've been tied after 40 minutes of play, they are 10-5-1. So both teams like it, and but have also given up a few games when they've had the tie going into the third period. I got to ask you, because we haven't talked very much about this at all. Darnell Nurse is not playing in this game today. There's guys like Brett Kulak's a classic example. Here's a guy who he's had numerous scoring chances in this game. He's got a goal. Guys are picking up that slack a little bit. I kind of like that.
Well, they have to. I mean, you have no choice when a guy that plays 22, 23 minutes out of the lineup, somebody's got to be picking up those minutes, and Darnell, he plays big minutes. Darnell Nurse doesn't play any easy minutes. It's usually against the other team's best players. He's out on the penalty kill. And tonight, you have the third pairing of Stetcher playing with Emberson. It's a pretty inexperienced third pairing, yet they're getting it done. So it was, the team is a better team with Darnell Nurse in the lineup. But right now, the Edmonton Oilers have done a pretty good job defensively. Where it'll get interesting is as we get down later in the hockey game, last 7-8 minutes, big minutes where Nurse would normally be out there.
Right.
That's when you got to see players pick up the slack. Is Darnell Nurse, if they're up a goal or down a goal, he's the guy logging a lot of ice time for the Edmonton Oilers. Now it's going to be a Klingberg or an Emberson or a Stetcher that's going to have to find probably a new level, as Kulak has so far in this game.
Leading the attack for the Blue Liners right now through 40 minutes of play is Evan Bouchard at 17 minutes.
Well, that's not a surprise.
No.
Most nights he and Nurse are fighting to see who plays the most, and close games. Bouchard's going to be out there a lot. Bouchard's had a good game. There haven't been the big bloopers. Made some nice plays offensively. He's a little mad at himself at the end of the second period. Puck came back with about 7-8 seconds left. He couldn't get it through. The Oilers lost a little bit of momentum on a scoring chance, but he has been good. Someone's got to step up and be a hero for the Oilers in the third period, because they have not had heroes as of late. Someone, and it can be anyone. It could be Connor, who still, he's got a minus tonight. I think it's minus 13 without being on for, he has been on for, that was the first even strength goal. He's on the even strength goal by Leon Drysdale. But someone's got, whether it's Connor or Connor Brown or Kapanen or Jeff Skinner, somebody stand up and be noticed and be a hero in this hockey game.
Connor McDavid actually no shots on goal in this hockey game today. So there's that. The leader in that department for the Edmonton Oilers is Brett Kulak. 4 shots on goal through the opening 40 minutes of play. And you're right, probably could have 2 goals.
Oh, he should have 2 goals. I mean, he probably should.
Going to be mad at him because he's mad at himself because he doesn't have 2 goals.
In all honesty, he shouldn't have had the first goal because that is a bad goal on Bobrovsky. But he should have had the second one. I want to see a replay again because that net was completely open. There was nobody there. If he was a right-handed shot, it would have been in easily because it's one-timed. A lefty, it has to come across his body. Then you have to turn. It takes time to do all that. But that was a wonderful play that probably should have ended up in the back of the net. But if that goes in, we might not see the magic of Leon, about 30 seconds later.
What are they going to do here in the third? We got about 30 seconds.
Win a period.
Yeah.
Really, and if something goes wrong early, don't wilt. If you face some adversity, if they get a lucky break, a bounce, a bad goal, anything, it's a 20-minute period. So win a period, win a hockey game, and if you win this game, you give yourself to come out of this road trip with a type road trip.
Right.
As opposed, if you lose this game, it could become a disaster. So this third period becomes a little bit more important.
Okay, Rob, thanks. We will talk to you coming up on the post-game show. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously... The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
This is Global News of the Second Intermission. I'm Rod Kurtz. Budget 2025 is out. The province of Alberta looking at a $5.2 billion deficit. Not surprising considering U.S. tariffs that could hit our energy industry and every other industry next week. The deficit's based on an average 15% tariff throughout the year. If there are no tariffs, that deficit would then be $2.9 billion. But with 25% tariffs for the entire year, the deficit would be more like $8.7 billion. The province province is implementing its promised tax cut. That means people will pay 8% income tax on their first $60,000 of income. That tax cut will cost the province about $1.2 billion. Some good news for Edmonton. The province is going to even us up with Calgary. Since they promised money for the demolition of the Saddle Dome, Edmonton's getting $37.5 million for the demolition of Northlands Coliseum. And Mayor Sohi will be happy to hear that there will be a return of grants in lieu of taxes. This year, municipalities will get 50% of what they used to get, followed by 75% the next year and 100% the year after that. I'm Rod Kurtz. The next scheduled newscast after the game on 880 CHED.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm proud to call myself an Albertan. You know, after years of touring this great province in my Ford F-150, I've learned the value of driving a tough, capable, smart truck. Whether you're working for the weekend or long-hauling it like I am, there's an F-150 for every Albertan, with plenty of options to choose from, like available Pro Power on board. So if you're looking for a new truck, stop by your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PV sent you.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian, Ultra, XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
2-2, the Panthers and Oilers after 40 minutes of play. Looking forward to the third period. Let's take a look at what's going on around the league. Time to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. After 2 periods of play, here we go. St. Louis Blues. They have a 4-2 lead on the Washington Capitals. The 4 goals scored by guys with an Edmonton connection for the Blues, too. 2 goals by Broberg, 1 by Holloway, and the other by Parayko. What can you say about that? So, St. Louis with a 4-2 lead on the Washington Capitals. No goals from Ovi in that one. Elsewhere, San Jose Sharks going into the third period with a 3-2 lead on the hometown Montreal Canadiens. Calgary Flames through 40 minutes of play, trailing Tampa 1-0. Elsewhere, also heading into the third period, Carolina Hurricanes 4-1 on the Buffalo Sabres. The 4th goal just scored a little while ago by Taylor Hall. So good for Taylor Hall, his 10th of the season. Elsewhere, Islanders with a 2-0 lead on the Boston Bruins in Beantown. That one after 40 minutes of play. Also after 2, the hometown Detroit Red Wings trailing Columbus 4-2. And they are midway through the second period in Pittsburgh, where the Penguins are trailing the visiting Philadelphia Flyers 4-2. After 1 period of play in Nashville, the Predators surprising the Winnipeg Jets 2-1. Games coming up. Minnesota at Utah. The Ducks hosting the Vancouver Canucks, and the Chicago Blackhawks are in Vegas. That is your out-of-town scoreboard. And the out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Third period coming up next at the intermission. Brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Amerant Bank Arena, Sunrise, Florida, tied at 2, third period, just about underway. We dropped the puck, and we have started the third as Emberson up the right wing, flipped the puck into the Panthers zone. Schmidt rims on the left. Luostarinen will get it out to Lundell. Into the Oiler end to shoot it, and that's off a Stetcher. It goes wide. Boquist off the left wing, off the pad of Stuart Skinner, and Stetcher will get it off the boards and out.
He was a little deep in his crease there.
Lundell into the Oiler end, high slot to the right for Boquist. Boquist up the right wing. Cycles the puck, went off of Luostarinen. Emberson in behind the Edmonton net. Right wing to Brown, back to Emberson. To Brown. To Emberson. They'll leave it behind the goal. Klingberg, who's got a couple of assists in this game, will wait in behind the net. We're tied at 2 early in the third period. Up the left wing, off of Jeff Skinner, into the Panthers zone. Drysdale on the right side at the hash marks. He's got Barkov on him. Puck goes to Ekblad. He'll scoop it up and out.
Switch the matchup here. Barkov against Drysdale instead of McDavid against Drysdale.
Puck dumped into the Panthers.
McDavid against Barkov. Look out.
Up the right wing to Reinhardt. Will get it out for Forsling. Now to Verhaeghe. Missed him. Well, went off his stick and into the Edmonton end. And here is Reinhardt. Centering pass that goes off of Stuart Skinner. And it's Drysdale to center ice. To Arvidsson. In over the line. Down the left wing. And Mikkola forces him into the corner. Puck goes to the right wing boards. Nugent-Hopkins. Cross ice pass to McDavid. The backhand save made by Bobrovsky. And the puck cleared out by Verhaeghe.
Excellent look from RNH for Connor McDavid there.
Oilers 6-3-1 when tied after 40 minutes. Panthers 10-5-1. Puck dumped into the Panthers zone. Up the right wing. Kulikov will get it out.
It's a sign of two veteran teams that know how to win games when it's in the balance.
Nugent-Hopkins into Florida territory. Hit along the boards, trying to slide off the check. Gets the puck into the left wing corner. To Nugent-Hopkins. The left wing point. Stetcher pulls it to the middle, takes a snapshot, and that one goes off of McDavid to the left corner. Hyman along the boards. Pass through the middle. Picked off, though. Rodriguez will get it out. Samoskevich will dump the puck in. Bennett along the boards, left side to Rodriguez. Great save made by Skinner. Puck comes out off the stick of Bennett and over to the left wing, cleared out by Podkolzin. Greer into the Oiler end on the left side. 3 minutes into the third period, tied at 2. The Oilers, the Panthers. Podkolzin right wing. His pass is in behind Kapanen, and Klingberg will get it out. Down the right wing, Podkolzin into the Panthers zone. Right side to Kapanen. Swings it back to the left wing point. Kulak winds up, hammers a shot. Saved by Bobrovsky. Puck on the end boards. Podkolzin to the right wing point. Klingberg, his shot. Bobrovsky the save, and he's going to hold on to it. 3:22 gone in the third. Tied at 2. Oilers and Panthers.
See the flex
on Klingberg's shot?
Klingberg's shot.
It almost looked like his stick broke.
That's what I thought, too. He got some whip in that baby. McDavid with a great interior move on a setup from Nugent Hopkins. And Bobrovsky was able to throw out the blocker, and the cheese board made a solid stop.
Face off to the left of Bobrovsky.
That was the particular strength of yours, as I recall.
Yeah, right. Oh, they dropped it. It wasn't right. It's tough to get a face-off clean in this game.
It's been like this all game long. And, like, centermen for both teams.
Yes, not just one side.
They're kind of both perplexed a bit.
Puck back to the line, and Klingberg shot. It doesn't get through. Boquist will come up the right wing. Hit the linesman with it. It goes in on the offside. The linesman tried everything he could to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Boquist still hit him with it. Oilers have replied twice quickly. In the first period, it was a minute 13 after Florida went up 1-0. 2 minutes apart after Florida went up 2-1. Face off outside the Edmonton blue line. Rolls to draw against. No, he won't. It'll be Jeff Skinner. Kick back to center ice. Mikkola in on the left. The shot blockered away by Skinner. It'll bounce to him off the end boards. He'll cover that up. And now we'll get a gathering in behind the net as Arvidsson gets into it with Lundell.
Sweden against Finland going at it there. Well, he didn't reach in.
No.
It's actually Mikkola that reached in the first time.
Arvidsson and Lundell firing things up like a couple of weeks ago in Montreal.
I was going to say, yeah. Man, they were chirping each other.
Yeah, they were.
And so were the Canadians and the Americans.
Yeah, absolutely. Face off to the right of Skinner. Puck to the corner, and Stetro will get it up in the air, and it's going to bounce past Schmidt. It's going to hurry, though. Janmark's on him. They go to the end boards in the Florida zone. Connor Brown trying to get out of ice here. And the puck turned over, and it was Henrique poking it to the line. To Stetcher, to Henrique on the left. In behind the net to Janmark. They'll go to the right side. Janmark up top of the circle. Turns back towards the boards. Pass to the middle, picked off by Bennett. Bennett will get it out for Florida. Give it to Schmidt. Softly dump it in. Samaskevich with a hard hit on Emberson, but the puck cleared out by Henrique. Sent back in following the play. Stetcher. Stetcher for Emberson, then he'll go off for a change. Ty Emberson waits in the Oilers zone. Right wing now to Hyman. He's got room up the right side. Comes into the Florida end. From the right wing, a shot off to stick of Forsland. Puck along the left wing boards. McDavid into the corner to Hyman. He's going to walk it out front, and it goes just off his skate over to the right wing corner. Nugent Hopkins up to the top of the circle to the blue line to Bouchard. Now down the right wing to McDavid. To Bouchard. One-timer glove saved by Bobrovsky on a hard shot from the point from Evan Bouchard.
Nice ozone cycle there from Edmonton. And Bouchard threw a screen, but excellent tracking from Sergei Bobrovsky. Do you have a theory as to why 4 of the 10 best goalies in the league are Russian? As a former goaltender yourself?
I don't know. Because they don't start playing goal at 6 years old? That might be part of it.
Obviously, Vasilevsky's over 920 this year, and Shesterkin with the Rangers, Ilya Sorokin with the Islanders. Those guys are good goalies. Yeah. This guy's won a cup and 2 Vezinas here.
Mikkola up the boards to the top of the circle. It does not get it out. Kept in by Arvidsson. It's up near the blue line. Chopped up near the line. Luo Strinen through the middle to center. And now good work by Drysdale. Creates a puck, or creates a loose puck.
Not sure how that's not a penalty. Gets a stick hacked right out of his hands.
So along the boards, Drysdale's gone for another stick. Mikkola with Skinner right on him. Right wing to Lundell. Up in the air and out. Drysdale. Nice pass over the line to Arvidsson. His shot. And that one off of Bobrovsky and out of play. Hard shot by Arvidsson down the right wing.
Great play by Leon. Just a little interior pass. That got a piece of the post.
That got a piece of the post, too. Just the outside of it. Face off to the left of Bobrovsky. 5:44 gone here in the third. The Oilers taking on the Panthers. Oilers try to break 4-game losing skid. Forsling in the left wing, corner off the draw.
We got a penalty.
Forsling had the puck, though.
5 Florida, 2 minutes interference.
Yeah. Ekblad was just... Colson moved his feet right off the draw, and Ekblad tied him up, and they called him.
Ekblad's going to the box. Edmonton goes from the man advantage. Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Second power play of the game for the Oilers.
Now think of the first power play. They lost the opening draw. The Oilers the first unit did not get a shot on goal until the final 13 seconds of the power play.
Face off to the right of Bobrovsky.
Oh, cow.
Drysdale onto the face-off. Almost every face-off.
We got to be over 10 toss-outs on draw so far.
McDavid wins it. Puck to the line. Crumbs across. Drysdale one-timer. It hit Mikkola. Who can't get it out. Kept in by Drysdale to McDavid. Down the left wing. Nugent Hopkins in front to Hyman. Just missed it. Puck on the right wing point. Bouchard, left wing to McDavid. Brings the puck to the middle in the high slot. Left side to Nugent Hopkins. To the point, Bouchard to McDavid across the line. Down the right wing to Drysdale. He'll wait on that right side. Goes to the point. It's McDavid in the middle. Down the left wing. His shot. That hit bodies in front. Puck along the end boards, left wing corner. And it's Reinhart to the blue line, but kept in by Bouchard. Put it right off of Reinhart, and it comes out. Barkov to Reinhart. Into the Oilers zone to Barkov, and it just steered wide. Florida leads the NHL with 12 shorthanded goals.
Reinhardt's got 5 of them.
Bouchard to the Florida blue line, right wing to Drysdale. Drysdale holds on to McDavid, to Drysdale in front, just wide of the net off a stick, and Bobrovsky's lost his stick, but the puck is rimmed around the boards and down the ice. Penalty over in 39 seconds. We're tied at 2.
What a chance down low. The Oilers couldn't convert.
Crowd reacted to a non-call moments ago. Puck dumped in to the Florida zone. Forsling to the line, past Ekholm and out.
Do they really have a center on the second unit here?
Up the right wing, it goes to Arvidsson. Give it to Perry, to Arvidsson, in front of the net, but Boquist will turn it up. Penalty just about done. Boquist up the right wing. That's offside at the Oiler blue line. Just 2 seconds to go in this power play.
Well, Edmonton probably unlucky not to have scored there down low. 2 chances.
Yeah. They did create opportunity.
I mean, it might be a night where you need one from a Colson.
Yeah.
You got a goal from Kulak. You got a goal from a world-class finish from Drysdale.
Outside the Edmonton blue line. Henrique out of the faceoff circle, and comes Brown. Penalty now done as Ekblad gets out there. Schmidt at his own blue line, right wing to Rodriguez. Puck goes through the neutral zone, and Kulak put it up in the air, glove down by Ekblad, gets to center, and he'll shoot it in. Skinner stops it in behind the net. Rims it on the left to Janmark. Kicked it to the corner. Bennett out in a quick one-timer, and that one stopped by Skinner, but a penalty coming up to Edmonton. Rodriguez got dumped just outside the Edmonton crease.
Edmonton 36, minor penalty interference.
Klingberg will go off for interference. We're going to take a break. We're tied at 2. The Oilers and the Panthers. 8-12 gone in the third. Panthers on the power play when we come back from the Emirates Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. It's For Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Freedom Ford is kicking off the new year with incredible savings. Save up to $16,000 on remaining 2024 models with 0% financing and huge discounts. It's the perfect time to upgrade to a brand new vehicle. Freedom Ford is making room for 2025 models, so these deals won't last long. Visit Freedom Ford today and start the new year in style. Don't miss out. Drive into 2025 with unbeatable savings before it's too late.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Emirates Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. Tied at 2. The Oilers, the Panthers, 8-12. Gone in the third. Klingberg's gone to the box for interference. Fourth power play of the game for Florida. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Come on. Nugent Hopkins will rim it. It'll get to the line. That's not getting out.
Emerson and a stick slapped right out of his hand. No call.
Ekblad in the middle on the blue line. Right wing to Reinhardt. Shot blocked by Matthias Ekholm. He'll turn and fire it down the ice.
They are not very happy tonight, the officiating crew. Frustrated team a bit, but we're in a 2-2 game.
Ekblad to Reinhardt. Reinhardt through center. Into the Oiler end. To Verhaeghe, to Reinhardt. Now to Bennett. He's in the high slot. To the right wing. Shot towards the net. Great save by Skinner. He'll cover that up. Barkov let it go from the right wing. Skinner was able to stop it. And now we've got tied up Verhaeghe and Janmark, but the linesman will get in there. But Stuart Skinner called upon to make a big save here on the penalty kill. Bennett almost jammed it in.
Yeah, it was a fortuitous stop for Stuart Skinner because he was turned askew on the play. Bennett had half the net to jam it in, couldn't pick it up clean.
Minute 17 to go in the penalty to Klingberg. Face off to the left of Skinner. Puck goes right to Ekholm. Up the left side. He's got a little room. Shoot it down the ice. Out from behind his net. Ekblad for the Panthers. Drops it back to Barkov. Cross ice pass. Glances off a stick. Bennett will shoot it in. Ekholm went to get it out. Hits the stick. Goes up into the air. Ekblad will keep it in right side. Rims on the left to Verhaeghe. To the blue line to Ekblad. Now on the right side. The shot and the save made by Skinner off of Barkov. Puck to the line. Ekblad into the corner.
Go.
To Reinhardt. Matthias Ekholm's stick just snapped in half, but it's clipped. It is sent out and down the ice, and it skipped off the stick of Bobrovsky. He wanted to play it up.
And Ekblad, or the Oilers, Ekholm playing Rick Boot and Tootin, kicking a stick up the ice.
Barkov in over the line to Bennett to Barkov in the right corner. Left side to Verhaeghe, to the blue line. Ekblad, he'll get it across. Pass now to Verhaeghe. That's broken up, and Podkolzin will get it down the ice. Penalty over in 5 seconds. Klingberg back on the ice, 0 for 4 with a man advantage of the Panthers. We're tied at 2 here with 9:40 to go in the third period. Oilers taking on Florida. Matthias Ekholm got it out. It's at center to McDavid. Off the boards and in. He'll go after it in the right corner. Goes off of Hyman. Lundell through the middle to Luostarinen. Left wing to Boqvist to Luostarinen. Comes all the way across before Mikkola could get to it. It was Drysdale saving the day. Hyman comes into the Florida zone. Stops on the left wing. He's in the left wing corner. Gets tied up. Loose puck goes to Barkov. The right wing boards for Boqvist. He gets hit. Luostarinen to the blue line. Didn't get it out. Second chance. Boqvist clears the zone. Puck goes to Lundell. Into the Oiler end. To Greer. He'll drop it to Schmidt. Scores. Nate Schmidt off the post and in. And it puts the Panthers up 3-2.
Bad line change for the Oilers. All that work on the PK. And McDavid, Drysdale, Hyman couldn't get quite off the ice quick enough. And Florida kind of was a slow developing 3-on-2 because of the change. And the trailer, Nate Schmidt, buries it. Well, you've come back twice in this game. Quickly, you're going to need to do it a third time.
Schmidt's 5th of the season. Time of the goal, 11:08. 3-2 Panthers lead. Bolins gets up the right wing in his own end, able to get it out. Klingberg off the boards, up in the air.
That line's been on the ice for all 3 goals against Cam, and even strength in this game.
Pass through the middle, Noshik on the right, and a shot by Greer goes off a stick. It goes out of play with 8:22 to go in the third. Oilers down 3-2 to the Panthers. We'll be right back from the Emerald Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. I love being an Albertan, and I love Ford trucks. And I know that like hard-working Albertans across this great province, there's a Ford truck for everyone. Like Super Duty. It's what I like to call a workhorse. A truck built for heavy-duty performance and getting the job done. Now that's a truck to live and work by. So whatever you're working on, you'll know that the 2024 Ford Super Duty's got the goods. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just tell them PB sent you.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian, Ultra, XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-2 Panthers lead. 8:22 to go in the third. Schmidt from Greer and Lundell at 11:08. The go-ahead goal for Florida. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the left of Stuart Skinner. Shots are 32-23 for the Panthers. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Up the left wing, a long pass to Skinner, comes in over the line. Jeff Skinner trying to get a pass to Nugent Hopkins. He can't, but he still has the puck somehow. Now to Nugent Hopkins to Klingberg, and his shot blocked. Blundell's got 3 points in this game. He'll bring it in over the line to Luostarinen across. The Boquist shot it wide. Coming up the right side, Klingberg for Edmonton. To Arvidsson, just in over the Florida blue line. He'll give it to Kulak. Shot went off of Bobrovsky. Luostarinen into the Oiler end down the left wing. His pass, and that went off of Nugent Hopkins before it could get to Barkov. Barkov along the end boards. Knocked down by Kulak. Puck to the line. Verhaeghe towards the net. A shot that missed. Went around the glass to the left point. Forsling. Left wing to Reinhardt. His shot, that just missed. And it comes out to center ice. Forsling to Barkov into the Oiler end towards the net. Off the stick of Verhaeghe. It goes to the right wing corner. Reinhardt to the left wing point. For Aaron Ekblad, got it low and behind the net, off the stick of Reinhardt. To poke it back to the blue line. Forsling with a snapshot, hit somebody, goes in front of the net. Kulak got it out of harm's way. Puck into the right wing corner. Verhaeghe trying to step out front. Didn't have a lane. Drysdale to McDavid out through center. Now one-on-one with Ekblad down the left wing. The shot off the glove of Bobrovsky. Puck in behind the net. Rimmed by Forsling and just past Bouchard. It'll be icing against the Panthers. 6:30 to go in the third. 3-2 Panthers lead.
What a look for Connor McDavid. Leon Draisaitl, a perfect touch pass. And Bobrovsky fought off a hot shot from Connor. He got a lot on.
By Sergei Bobrovsky. Fifth in the NHL with 23 wins. Coming into tonight's action is Bobrovsky. Face off to his right. Drysdale wins it. Bouchard on the line. To Drysdale in front of the net. Nobody there from Edmonton get his stick on it. Barkov will chop it out and down the ice. It'll be icing against the Panthers. Off again to Bobrovsky's right. Oilers trying to tie things up for the third time in this game. They're down 3-2.
Oh.
Well. Yep. Tried to drop it. They'll try it again. Puck goes to the corner. Ekblad for Florida. Up in the air. Got it out. Verhaeghe will bring it in. One-on-one. His shot. Blocked. Now Verhaeghe got it. He scored. He took a shot. It was blocked. It came back to him. And he fires it in. Makes it 4-2 for the Panthers.
That's how it's going for Edmonton. They can't buy a break like that with a little bit of puck luck, and Verhaeghe sticks with it. That's his 16th goal of the season. Ekholm did everything you could ask there. Found the loose puck.
.51 time of the goal. Oilers down by a couple. At the Edmonton blue line, Nosek will shoot it in. That's offside against the Panthers. Yeah, a little bad luck on that one.
A lot of bad luck on that one.
All right, we're going to take a break. 4-2, Panthers lead, 5:59 to go in the third period from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! win. Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Attention drivers, it's the Midwinter Tire Clearance Sale at Fountain Tire. Right now, you can save up to 20% off all in-stock winter tires. Premium brands, unbeatable safety, and incredible savings. It's a winter tire hat trick. But don't wait. This sale ends March 8th, and once they're gone, they're gone. Stay safe on the road and save big during this Midwinter Clearance Sale. Oh, and most importantly, let's go Oilers! Contact your local Fountain Tire for complete details. Fountain Tire, we're on this road together.
To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2025-26 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day Live event on March 4th at Shenanigans Pub and Grill. For the full event schedule and to RSVP, go to OilersGameDayLive.com.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Amerant Bank Arena in Florida, 4-2. The Panthers lead the Oilers with 5:59 to go in the third. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Nate Schmidt and Carter Verhaeghe have scored here in the third to pull the Panthers up by a couple.
And that's after Edmonton did a good job on the penalty kill.
Puck shot into the Edmonton zone. It's Bouchard in behind the net. Up the right wing, bank pass. Off the stick of Hyman. We'll chase after it. Go to the right wing corner. Up against the boards with Forsling. Drysdale gets it back to the line. Bouchard over to Ekholm in front of the net, but gloved by Bobrovsky. He held onto it. Ekholm was looking for a redirection.
Time to go, 13:51 of the
face-off will be to the right of Bobrovsky.
16 for Reinhart and Ekblad.
Reinhart and Ekblad with the assists on that goal by Verhaeghe. Goes right in front of the net. It's Verhaeghe up the left wing now for Florida. We'll get the center ice. He'll dump it in. Matthias Ekholm stops behind the Edmonton net. Comes out through the middle. Gave it to McDavid. Off the right wing boards. Dumps it in. Bobrovsky around the glass. It hit Bouchard. It comes out. Bouchard to McDavid. Into the Panthers zone on the right wing. Stops. To the blue line, to Bouchard, shot it. It hit Verhaeghe, and it comes out.
Can't buy a break right now, Edmonton. Got to make your own breaks too, Cam, but they're going through a tough stretch.
Drysdale, pass picked off by Ekblad. It's shot down. It's icing against the Panthers. 4:51 to go in the third. Edmonton down by 2.
They're going to pull Skinner here. Way out. Nope.
Getting a little instruction from the Oiler bench. Face off to the right of Bobrovsky. Nugent-Hopkins taking the draw for the Oilers. Puck goes over to the boards. Nugent-Hopkins pokes it behind the net to Jeff Skinner. He takes a hit, lost his stick. Bennett along the left wing. Lost it to Arvidsson. It comes back towards Bennett. To Forsling, up in the air and out. Off the glove of Klingberg. Forced back in behind his goal. It'll stop back there for Edmonton. Klingberg out through the middle. Klingberg passed through the middle, and it does not get to the stick of Jeff Skinner. It's icing against the Oilers. Down to 4:17 to go here in the third. 4-2 Florida. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Nugent-Hopkins, they're going to a draw against Lundell. Lundell's got a goal and a couple of assists. Set up, drop the puck. It goes to the left wing point. Mikkola around the boards to Lundell behind the net. In front to Luostarinen, just off an Edmonton stick, and up the right wing. Arvidsson gets it out. Jeff Skinner, he'll dump that in. It'll go in behind the Florida net. Flying after it, Arvidsson runs into Mikkola. Mikkola will get it up the boards. Boquist to Lundell. Center ice, he'll backhand it in. Matthias Ekholm into the corner, and it'll go in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard to McDavid. Come flying up the right wing. Skinner's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. McDavid in over the line. Barkov trying to get it out. He can't. Ekholm will keep it in. Edmonton net empty. Perry off the right wing boards. Oilers down by 2 to Ekholm. Left wing to McDavid. In front. Directed on net. Behind. Scores! Corey Perry shovels it in behind Sergei Bobrovsky, and Edmonton to within 1. They've cut that Panther lead to 4-3.
Put it to the net. Now, are they going to challenge for goaltender interference on Hyman in front?
I don't think so.
Don't think so, because if you lose that. McDavid off the wall to the net. Hyman jammed at it, and I think Perry swept it over the line. They're taking a long look at this, my man.
You know what? I think it was in before Perry touched it. They just showed the overhead.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's going to be Hyman's.
Yeah, that's going to be Hyman's goal.
His 20th of the year.
Perry put it in, but it was already in. That should be Zach Hyman's goal. 16:35, time of that goal. Oilers to within 1. Forsling will shoot it into the Edmonton zone. Goes in behind the net. Oh, Ekholm's getting a penalty.
You've got to be kidding me.
Tripped up Reinhart. And with 3:17 to go in the third, Edmonton's about to be shorthanded.
14 Edmonton marked penalty tripping.
Well, that makes it problematic to pull your goalie.
That does.
I'm telling you right now, I'm diving the next time I get touched if I'm an Oiler.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Skinner. Barkov taking the draw. It goes into the corner for Verhaeghe. Behind the net to Reinhart. Back to the blue line. Ekblad. Right wing to Barkov. Taken to the end boards by Henrique. Emberson gets in there as well for Edmonton. Does squeeze loose. Up the right side. Kulak got it near the line. Now it's cleared out by Nugent Hopkins all the way down the ice. Ekblad come out from behind his net for Florida. 4-3 Panthers. 2:35 to go here in the third. Oilers shorthanded right now. Puck dumped in. Bouchard to go in behind the net. Up the left side, got it out. Ekblad to Barkov in the neutral zone. Barkov bumps it back into his own end to Forsling. Forsling will take it in behind his net. Penalty down to 55 seconds. Schmidt. Up the right wing to Rodriguez. He gets tripped up. Puck goes back into the Florida zone. Schmidt to Mikkola. Mikkola to Schmidt. Left wing to Lundell. Out of Bennett. Into the Oiler end on the left wing. It's up near the blue line.
Good hit.
Solid hit by Janmark on Bennett. Puck stays in the Edmonton zone. Bennett to the left wing corner. Drop the puck. Out of the left corner, Rodriguez put it on net. Save made by Skinner, and he covers that up. 13 seconds left to go in the penalty to Matthias Ekholm. Minute and a half to go in the third, and Edmonton down by 1. Hyman from McDavid and Ekholm at 16:35 has the Oilers to within a goal. We'll be getting Stuart Skinner to the bench as soon as they get to even strength and have control of the puck. I believe it's
Nick Florida's calling a
timeout. Oilers have battled hard here tonight.
I know, they played pretty good.
Pretty good. I would think so. Win this draw, get it down the ice, and you're going to have a chance. You're going to have a shot, at least. They get control in the opposition zone and get Skinner to the bench. Zach Hyman just skated across and had some instruction for Matthias Ekholm as to what to do when that penalty expires. Face off to the left of Skinner. Stand up and shout! Drysdale against Reinhart. Puck goes to the blue line. Ekblad shot steered out of play by Skinner.
Did I get a piece of the crossbar?
Hard shot. Oh, went off the
butt end of the
stick. Puck back to Ekblad. Over to Forsling. A walk in and shot. And off the stick of Kulak. Penalty just about done. Barkov, left wing corner. Now back to 5-on-5. Edmonton needs control, though. Ekblad will keep it in. 1:09 to go in the third. Puck along the left wing boards in the Edmonton zone.
Gotta get it out of here, boys.
Gotta get a loose puck. Drysdale's trying to poke it free. Now we're into the last minute. Still up against the boards. Ekholm got it free. To Emberson, to Ekholm. 48 seconds left. Ekholm in behind the net. Skinner's going to the bench right now. Matthias Ekholm to McDavid. Up the left wing, cuts to the middle at center. Now he's in over the line. McDavid down the left side, into the left wing corner. Puck against the boards, 28 seconds left. It goes in behind the net, rimmed on the right. Bouchard pinching down. Reinhart, though, he's going to get it out to Luostarinen, lost control. Puck just dumped in. Forsling, he'll get it out. Oh, penalty coming up as Forsling. And it's going to be a hooking call against the Edmonton Oilers, and going to the box is Corey Perry.
Number 90, Modern Calling Hooker.
13 seconds to go. Skinner's got to go back in the net. Oilers down by 1. Sixth power play for the Panthers. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Teams have taken their time to get to the face-off circle. Nope, timeout's being called. While failing an absolute miracle at this point. Be frustrating for the Oilers. Played pretty hard here tonight. There's been games on the road trip where they just didn't have it. Tonight, they battled hard.
They battled hard. They play like this. Again, this is their toughest trip of the year. Like, it's not even close. We've talked about it for months that this was going to be a tough go. You're going to have to run the gauntlet against some Eastern Conference teams. Washington's way better than they used to be. They're a deep squad. Now, Washington said they played their best game, most complete game of the year against the Oilers. I mean, Edmonton outshot Washington at home 32-14 without Connor McDavid. It's the game against Philadelphia, though, the way they started the three forwards on the ice here for Edmonton.
Face-off will be to the right of Stuart Skinner. Drysdale against Bennett. No, it'll be Nugent Hopkins now. Drop it. The puck goes right to Drysdale. He's out to center ice. Flips it towards the net. Bobrovsky sweeps it over to the left wing boards. Bennett's trying to clear it out. He hit Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard shoots it, and it's blocked, and it comes out. And the game ends, and the Florida Panthers will get a 4-3 win over the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers have lost 5 in a row. Battle hard here tonight against the Panthers.
They played good. They played fine.
Yeah.
Given that they didn't have Darnell Nurse, he needed one more save. You know, they got the lucky break on the fourth, what turned out to be the game-winning goal. This game, right?
Shot got blocked by Ekholm, and Verhaeghe was able to find the loose puck, the rebound, so to speak, and everybody else has moved on the original shot, and he shoveled it into the net. And that was the difference. So Oilers lose this one 4-3 to the Florida Panthers. Good battle for Edmonton. They got goals from Kulak, Drysdale, and Hyman.
It's not going to get easier on Saturday. I mean, Carolina are a really good home ice team. They're not great in the road this year, though they did beat Edmonton 3-2 earlier this season. So Oilers are going to have a tough matchup on Saturday to close out the road trip. What'd you think of the lines?
I thought they were okay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, the third line struggled.
They got, and you know, the thing is, they were sort of the fourth line in the playoffs last year when you think about it. And they had some 5-on-5 challenges, but they ended up winning the goal share. And tonight they got killed in the goal share. Now, one of them was on a tough line change.
I thought the top two lines generated chances.
Yeah, it was a good game. Good game. So the Oilers going to have to recalibrate. Won't be easy. Be a tough game coming up in Carolina on Saturday.
Balinskis, Lundell, Schmidt, and Verhaeghe scoring for Florida. Kulak, Drysdale, and Hyman scoring the goals for the Edmonton Oilers. 4-3 the final. Panthers defeat Edmonton. Oilers drop to 34-21-4 on the year. Panthers, they win this, then they are now 36-21-3. Panthers win both games of the regular season series, both by 1 goal. 6-5 in Edmonton, December 16th, 4-3 here tonight as the Oilers lose 4-3. Our Rogers postgame show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers postgame show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Left wing to McDavid in front, directed on net, behind, scores! Corey Perry shovels it in behind Sergei Bobrovsky, and Edmonton to within 1. They've cut that Panther lead to 4-3.
That's the Century Casino Highlight Zone, all in all games all season. Century Casinos, 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the winner's zone. The Oilers play pretty well. Could have used one more save, but they've lost 5 in a row. They lose 4-3 to Florida. From the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth, this is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through Edmonton'sBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. Edmonton'sBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through Edmonton'sBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. Edmonton'sBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
You're tuned in to the Rogers postgame show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 Chad, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody. No Alberta Blue Cross travel insurance goal of the game. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Smart play of the night goes to Leon Drysdale on just a brilliant individual effort to tie the game at 2. That is for Catelli Smart Pasta with all natural ingredients. It's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the box the next time you shop as we bring up order inside the game analyst Rob Brown for his thoughts on tonight's game. What do you think, Rob?
Well, it was much more competitive. There was much more emotion from the Oilers. They had some energy. Now, there was mistakes made. Some of the things that have plagued them lately came up today. Obviously, they didn't get the save they needed. They took a lot of penalties, and they were deserved. Stick infractions. Those aren't good ones. And then on the game-winning goal, a terrible line change by the Oilers. I don't know if that was the game-winning but it was either the third or the fourth one, but a terrible line change. Yeah. On the Schmidt goal, you can't do that. The Panthers had control of the puck in the offensive zone, and all 3 Oilers forwards went off. And the Panthers, championship team, saw that, and you watch the video, they were but the Panthers came from the bench. They were flying because they knew that the Oilers players changed, and then all of a sudden it was tic-tac-toe. So there were some good things in the game tonight for the Oilers, but at the end of the night, big mistakes cost the Edmonton Oilers. You can't make the big mistakes. You can't have 6 penalties, 7 penalties. You can't have bad line changes. You can't have goals go through you if you're the goaltender and expect to win against good teams. And the Edmonton Oilers right now are playing a bunch of good teams.
And that's not helping their cause. All right, Carolina up next. Carolina's a different team at home than they are on the road. And the Oilers are going to have to be aware of that, aren't they?
They are. And I just looked at the stats tonight's game. They outshot Buffalo. I think it was 39-16. And guess what? That Rantanen kid, he's getting hot. He had a goal and an assist.
Just so you know, his analytics have been unreal.
And the puck and so eventually when analytics are like that, eventually it evens out. And it'll be one of those games where he does nothing and 3 pucks go in for him. It doesn't get easier. And you know what it's like, Bob. You're there. It's the 5th game of a long trip. You're tired. And when you're a team that's losing games, there's a frustration level, and the video will be shown tonight. Leon going off at the end of the game. He was frustrated. I don't know what he was frustrated at, but I have an idea. But there's a frustration level. So now you're going into a really good team in Carolina's rink who are playing well. They need the points. You're tired. Long losing streak. It is going to be a tough night, but maybe that's what the Oilers need to somehow rebound, because this was better, but again, not good enough.
All right, Rob, great stuff.
Sounds good, Bob.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Freedom Ford is kicking off the new year with incredible savings. Save up to $16,000 on remaining 2024 models with 0% financing and huge discounts. It's the perfect time to upgrade to a brand new vehicle. Freedom Ford is making room for 2025 models, so these deals won't last long. Visit Freedom Ford today and start the new year in style. Don't miss out. Drive into 2025 with unbeatable savings before it's too late.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deke past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Let's go to the Pizza 73 out-of-town scoreboard. Pizza 73 is the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. We will tell you, Cole Caulfield, the GWGNOT Montreal beats San Jose 4-3. Philip Broberg, 2 goals. Dylan Holloway added another. St. Louis 5-2 over Washington. So Washington's dropped 2 straight after bombing the Oilers by a score of 7-3. One day after they beat Pittsburgh 8-3. Tampa Bay shuts out the Calgary Flames by a score of 3-0. Carolina dominant in their 5-2 victory over the Buffalo Sabres. The Islanders hold off Boston 2-1. The Bruins could very well be sellers. Columbus Blue Jackets can score. Dean Evason's done a great job. And they beat the Detroit Red Wings, Todd McClellan tonight by a score of 5-2. Flyers and Penguins tied at 4. That's in the third. Nashville's up 2-1 over the Jets. That's through 2. And Utah leads Minnesota 2-0 after 1. Later tonight, Vancouver in Anaheim. Here at Amerant Bank Arena, the Florida Panthers, a 4-3 victory. Edmonton killed off technically 6 shorthanded situations, but had a line get dash 3 in this game of Adam Henrique, Connor Brown, and Matthias Janmark, albeit one of those was on a blown line change. Bakersfield Condors won last night, 3-2 in San Jose. They're in San Diego on Saturday. Edmonton Oil Kings continue their Eastern road trip. They're 1-1 so far, and they're in Prince Albert and Saskatoon on Friday and Saturday. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Rogers is Canada's fastest and most reliable internet. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Brown's scoring down in the basement. And there it is! Watch Leon light the lamp in the living room. Spectacular! Connor scoring in all corners of the house. And Nurse notching a game winner in the nursery. Very quietly, of course. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton comes all the way back!
Go to the Molson Cup 3 Stars, presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra, Export, or XL, or Molson with your name on it, you must be of legal drinking age. The third star tonight with a couple of assists. Aaron Ekblad, second star tonight, scored a goal, went +2. Leon Drysdale, the first star tonight, a goal and 2 assists, and +3 in the game, Anton Ludell. The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. The Oilers return to action Saturday night when they take on the Carolina Hurricanes. A reminder of Oilers Now on our Oilers Radio Network tomorrow from 4 to 6 Alberta time. For my play-by-play partners this season, Cam Moon, along with Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brent Griffiths, Brendan Escott, studio producers, Callum Kennedy at the helm tonight, Angie Quinnell and Eamon Hassan, and our longtime engineer here in Florida, Santiago Rodriguez, Bob Stoffer, saying, so long, everybody, from Amerant Bank Arena. The Oilers, after having the best record in the NHL for 3 months, have now dropped 5 in a row.